sensitive, is it?
Yeah, that's not bad.
No, but you just now said you got rid of a dude for being too sensitive.
He said crying every time.
Yeah, he was asking for your phone all the time. And you
oh my God!
I wasn't there for that
Thank you so much for.
Put your thumb on here.
4K. Got him on 4K.
The issue with that one, you can't be the crybaby and then also want to have control. Like that's not how that works. Like you need to pick a side.
That's being a bitch.
Yeah, like you gotta pick a side.
So that's worse than cheating. That's worse than cheating.
Is a bitch worse than cheating?
What's up, world? From Filed and Polished, the first luxury nail care service that is exclusive and affordable. I'm your host, T. Davis, and this is On the Top Coat, the show where we talk and just do nails. Today's guest, critically acclaimed, world traveled, cream with the money, dollar bill, y'all. The one, not the two.
Period.
The only, like no other. Miss Sid is in the building. Okay, how you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Can we clap it up for Sid? Can we do that? You know what I'm saying?
I'm doing good.
I'm glad you came. All right.
I'm glad you had me here.
Of course. How you feeling?
I felt great.
How was the travel?
It was easy.
It was easy?
Yeah.
All right, okay. I'm glad. We here to, here at Filed and Polished, we care. Okay? Can you make your job easy, all right? So let's break the ice real quick. Can we do that?
Yeah.
If your nails could describe your week, what would they say?
Ooh. It's been a hard week.
Okay. Hard working?
Definitely.
Cory, you heard that, right?
Yeah.
Cory.
I only work hard so I can play harder.
What that mean? So you saying other people don't work hard?
I said I only work hard so I can play hard. I can only speak for myself.
Ooh. That sounds like they don't make as... You know what?
Stop playing with me.
My bad. Cory, did you hear that? It's on you, my brother. It's on you, my brother.
Okay, so we're going to start it off. How's it go? How your week been?
It's the holidays, so I've been with my family mostly, but it's been beautiful. It's been peaceful, and it's definitely been restful, but it's been a hard week work-wise, because the office was open on New Year's Eve as well as the day after Christmas. On Christmas Eve and the day after Christmas.
Why did you do that?
I don't know.
That sounds like
it was rude.
Yeah, they wow.
It was just
calm down. What y'all doing? Close the office.
For all of us.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to go there?
I mean, I was remote on Wednesday though. I do work remotely. I would.
Why you had to throw that in there?
Because it was ghetto. It's still ghetto that I went to the office the day after Christmas. I should have been home.
You should have been home. Yeah.
Okay, so how was your day today? Because I know today was a snow day.
Today was cool. I was with my family. I was with my sisters in Jersey. It was nice. We had Sismas, which was really, really lit. I have 5 sisters. Well, yeah, six sisters. Sorry, one lives in Florida. I have 6 sisters. I have a big family. I'll just throw that out there right now. My mom and my dad had 11 kids. I'm the 11th from my mom and my dad.
Busy.
They were busy. I don't like to think about how they were busy, but they were busy.
Oh, no, we're not good. We're not going to say that.
Yeah.
And shout out to Pops.
He's that.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah, before we get into that.
Because I asked her, how her nails, you know what I'm saying? She said it would describe a hard week.
Yeah, they look See this? Ugh, they look chopped.
I mean, no, but I will say your nails are healthy though.
Thank you.
And I'm real. They're healthy.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, they're healthy. All right.
Thank you.
Get your nail health up. I was like, what do you? My bad, Cory. Go ahead, stop.
Oh yeah, we definitely gotta dive into family, but before we dive into that,
Okay.
how are you surviving after Christmas shopping?
So.
Yeah, because I want to know, because I ain't getting no gift.
Tune in real quick. I actually did not purchase one gift this year for Christmas. I am moving. I will be receiving my apartment key on the 1st, so I've just been stacking my bread for that. Moving expenses, anything that's going to come along with that, any unforeseen things in the future. So everyone was pretty understanding with that. So thankfully this year, no holiday shopping for me. I didn't bust my head not once. I knew nobody was getting anything.
Did you receive a lot of gifts?
I received a gift.
What's the gift?
He's right here.
Woo!
His name is Brooklyn.
His name is Brooklyn.
His name is Brooklyn.
Special gifts.
Okay.
Why the name Brooklyn?
Because I'm from Brooklyn. You're supposed to know. Like, I feel like now I don't have to keep saying I'm from Brooklyn. You should get it. Like, why?
Because you did.
Should get it immediately. It should click.
That's a fact.
Copy that. So, you got 6 sisters. Not including yourself?
Yeah, not including myself. My dad has one more outside of us. So, in total, it's 11 of us. So.
All right. So, growing up, how many girls was in the house?
5 of us and 6 of my brothers.
Ooh, and how was that experience?
I mean, being the youngest, not fun. Like, everyone, I feel like I grew up sadly sheltered or like helicopter. Everybody was constantly worried about what I was doing, where I was at. Like, so fun, but also like I knew I wasn't getting away with much because somebody was always watching or in attendance.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but fun. Like, I love my siblings. I don't even know what it would be like to have not to have them. Like, not to grow up with all of them. Like, I feel like my life wouldn't even be the same. Like, I wouldn't even be the same person that I am.
Oh no, that's interesting. It sounds like you have your passion for traveling, like, stems from that.
Like, not being with them, or
no,
like,
for being so sheltered.
I guess, yeah. I want to see the world. I want to see what's out there. Like, yeah, for sure.
Okay. So Brooklyn isn't your final stop?
It is not. If anything, I just got on the train. It's my first stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, of course, now I'm saying you're a celebrity. What do you do for a living?
I'm an assistant property manager. I work for a property management firm in Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's fast paced. It takes a lot of intricate
A lot of moving parts.
Definitely. It's very detail oriented. It's not for the weak. You gotta be able to bite your tongue because you are dealing with people's livelihoods, where they live, like you're dealing with their finances. So you just have to like keep that in mind. You go home at the end of the day, they live where they're calling you about, what they're complaining about. So, it's something you just have to always give them grace, even when they're not giving you any. But I like it. I like it a lot.
It sounds a lot like politics, where the ball is on their end. You know what I mean? Like they get to carry the ball.
Always. At any time they could like say like they don't want to renew the contract with my company, and we just lost that property. Like, at any time, like yeah.
Oh, so part of your job. All right. So if you had to describe your job in like one sentence, like is your job to keep them happy or?
I would say my job is to one word?
One sentence.
One sentence. Okay. I would say
besides it being ghetto.
I would say one sentence to describe my job is don't drop the ball. Like, and pick your head up.
Yeah. Because I know people can be difficult, especially like you said, when it comes to their home. So
yeah, you have to know that like your worth ain't from what you do on a day to day, like for a living, I should say. Like you have to know that because you deal with some shareholders or some condo owners that are great people, and then you deal with some who just want it the way that they want it. And why would you not? It's your home. Like I want my home the way that I want my home. So you just have to like I said, don't drop the ball. Don't tell them you was gonna do something. Not do it. And if you can't do it, you need to let them know that you can't do it and the reason why you can't do it. And then when I say keep your head up, I mean that in the sense of if somebody's berating you and they're being ignorant and they talking down on you, like this person doesn't know you in real life. They know you for the 8 hours that you're there.
Right.
Yeah. So I know condo owners, they own a condo, right? And I know it's a similarity between a condo owner and a homeowner. But there's also differences. What would you say are the main differences?
I would say the main differences is in your home, which is probably like on a plot of land or something of that nature. Say if you wanted to expand or do anything like that, you're more than welcome to do so on the land that you have, you own. Whereas, condo or co-op isn't a building, it's an industrial, so granted you could do your layout however you would like your layout to be. Of course, if it's in the bylaws of like where the plumbing systems are and things like that, but you can't tell me tomorrow, like, I need to kick out 1J because you're expanding your penthouse. Like, that's not how it works. Like, we can't do that. Like,
so is there... Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Trevor.
So is there a board that approves, like, the changes?
So, yes.
Okay.
There's a board that approves the changes. And that board will be speaking for everybody who owns shares, which is typically the residents.
Right.
So they'll meet, they'll discuss whether or not, it's either feasible or not feasible, if it's in the bylaws, if it's in the proprietaries. It's a lot that goes into it.
Okay. So who would you advise condos for? Like in terms of ownership? Because I know not every living situation is for everybody. I was just about to say that.
I would definitely say, like, it's so funny, the condos I would say I manage right now, like, a lot of people actually are subleasing them. They don't even live there. So I would definitely say, like, I see it as a great investment. Like, you could buy your condo maybe at $1 million and start renting it out each month for $10K. Like, you're gonna make your bread back. Yeah, so definitely if you're looking to maybe not stay there, like, or like having family there, if it's something that you want to maybe generate income from, I would definitely say that, as opposed to a co-op, because there's so many rules in that. Although you only own shares. So if other shareholders are saying they don't like something and they go bring it to the board, now you're shit out of luck because you can't do what you really want to do in that space. Is very, like, if you like to follow rules, buy a co-op.
Very regulated.
Very, extremely regulated.
So what's the difference between the people there in terms of mannerism, personality, or like the way they move between the co-ops and...
So you see, my condos are in Manhattan. I don't have any condos in Brooklyn, so I know people in Manhattan. I was just about to say that. I went to high school in Manhattan, so it's like, it's a different culture out there. I would say definitely wealth plays a big part. So
what is the culture of wealth?
I wouldn't say that it's a wealth culture. I would just say, like, these people more so, like, for example, the co-op that I was at, these people took their last to buy their shares and to make sure that they have something to pass down. Whereas what I noticed in my condos, like I said, a lot of people bought those condos but don't live there. Like, they're subleasing it. They're in Connecticut somewhere. They're in freaking Atlanta. Yeah, like, they're not even here actually living in it. They just know that they're going to make money from it. Because how many people move to New York each year and want that New York lifestyle? I know people who got 5 people living in a condo. Like, you feel me? Like, got mad roommates, but it's just to say you live on one, you know what I'm saying, like West 35th Street or
Broadway.
Yeah, I live on exactly Broadway. I live on East 21st Street. Like, it's just to have that New York experience.
I live by the High Line.
Yes, I got the view that you don't own. The person who owns, they're not even here enjoying the view. I promise you, they're enjoying another view, just not that view. So, yeah, it's a different. I would say the people are different. Like I said, I came from a heavily, like my co-op, heavily populated by seniors. Like I said, took their last to buy this, to pass it on, to leave it in their wills, you know, their shares and things of that nature. Whereas somebody who spent $1 million this year on their condo knows that they could sell it maybe in 3 years for $3 million, $4 million. It's only going to go up. Yeah, that's what I will say. Condos go up. Co-ops, depending on the quality of the building and how you treated that unit, you could get your money back, or you could, you know, make some more money from it. You absolutely could.
You know what goes up in a co-op?
What?
HOA.
Oh, definitely. I was just about to say the maintenance fees.
So what I've learned, right? Like in the HOA, with the co-op, if the finance of the building is off, then they can raise your HOA
because we need
that. As they please.
Literally.
So if you went in there and your HOA was $300 a month, they can raise it $1,500
because we
need any time, like literally.
But we only need that because of the residents. I will say that. Okay. So, for example, the property I was managing has a pool.
Yeah, so how they go up? Why they go up?
Go up because of the residents. If you want something new in the building, if you want something, maybe not necessarily new, but for example, I would say like our pool, our shareholders wanted the pool to be remodeled. The cost of remodeling a pool is an outside pool, like 1.5, like it's expensive. We can only do so much, like from the fund that like funds the building. Like there's only so much we can do. That we pay the employees, that's one. So it has to come out of the residents' pockets. Like if you guys want something done, this is your home.
You gotta pay for
Just like if you owned your home and you were building a swimming pool in your backyard, you don't be like, oh, I'm gonna go hit up the neighbors for it. It's your pool, like, so you gotta invest in it. You have to give it, like where you live. I feel like it's very simple. Now people don't like that necessarily. Like right now, unfortunately, one of the properties I was with was in a deficit, so we have raised their fees like 6% in the beginning of the year, then 4%, and then when we left, I think we raised it another like 10% right before I left. So it sucks,
you
know, in a sense, but at the same time, it's just like you guys only want more. You guys want better landscaping. You guys want to reopen your garden in the back. These things cost money, like, and we don't have the money. Like y'all live here, so y'all gotta cough it up, like.
But that's also not typically. There's other reason why it goes up too, right?
The market.
Building. I was gonna say not even necessarily the market. It really would be like the utilities of the building. Now, granted, like I believe at my co-op, you're responsible for your electric, but you don't pay your water and you don't pay your gas. We pay that. Okay. So if the building's water and the gas is now at a substantial amount, we need to pay those bills down. So yeah, we're gonna raise that. Like,
so can you tell me the difference of what buildings would the HOA fees will cover all the utilities and which does that board determine that or what? Because a lot of people don't know. They just think that
I was just about to
HOAs.
say, I don't even think there are any right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think there are any.
That's interesting.
Not in New York, at least. I don't believe there are. I could be wrong, so that's why I'm gonna say fake.
That's interesting.
Like, yeah. Wow. I haven't come across a property that does, but you know, if anybody out there does, let me know.
So I buy a condo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's like, we need to remodel this outside pool. I say, I don't care about the outside pool.
See, that's where condos are different.
Yeah, what happens in this situation?
So typically that building is already built. That building should have already had a pool. So it doesn't matter who came along and said that they wanted a pool. 9 times out of 10, we're not building the pool.
Okay. But if they have to remodel the pool.
Okay, so remodel the pool. You say that you don't care.
I don't care about it. I don't want it. I don't care about it. I just worry about my condo. But I'm still responsible for it.
They do a vote.
I was just about to say, now they do a vote, but it's going to be amongst the condo owners. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be more than likely a piece of paper. It's going to come to your house, because what is the difference between the co-ops and the condos, like I said, with the board, is going to be a piece of paper that came to your house. Now, say you just ignore that piece of paper and so do several others, then it looks like we're not remodeling that pool. Now, if we have maybe just you didn't answer and the rest of the building did, well, it looks like we're going to remodel that pool.
So you
just decided not to respond, or that you didn't want any involvement. But
shit out of luck.
Or that I got outvoted.
Yeah. Unless we live in.
You ate your money.
Yeah. Or you can stay and deal with that pool being remodeled. It's up to you. Like.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you mentioned a lot of situations with condos is they purchase the condo, then they live somewhere else and they rent it out.
Yes.
And usually you have young people who want to
live
the city life, and they're in the condo and it's like 5 roommates. They're making it happen, right?
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Yes.
If they need something addressed, who is the person that's who reaches out?
So who's renting the condo at that time?
Okay. So you don't have to talk to the owner directly.
So I was just gonna say that. So typically what happens is we have on file who's renting. It's rarely that somebody is going to either be doing an illegal sublease or renting the condo illegally. Now, if they are, they're gonna more than likely advise you to not open the ticket with the building and hit them up so they can open the ticket for you. Now, we do have some cases where people are subleasing illegally. They reach out, and now we find out that you are either subleasing or renting illegally. And then we charge you. We charge you the fine for doing it, and then we charge you now all the back rents of which you should have been paying for however long that person was in that property. Yeah. That's why it's just better to be upfront that you are going to be subleasing or renting that unit. But say, for example, I own my co-op. I can't move Trevor in there without letting everybody know.
Well, Trevor a little different.
I can't do it.
Trevor a little different.
If I do it, if I want to take the risk of doing it, I need to be prepared that when they find out, I'm going to get fined. And not only am I going to get fined, I'm going to pay for everything that Trevor has, however long he's been there, and now whatever fee for subleasing.
So why would they move him in illegally?
A lot of people do it. I was just gonna say that a lot of people, I could definitely say do it. Move in their family members, and they don't want to pay the fee. Like, you don't want to pay the.
So there is a fee.
There is a subleasing fee. Like, I would say, depending on your shares, because it's always for a co-op, it depends on your shares.
Mm-hmm.
I think for a 1-bedroom, it was like, I think the sublease fee was like $6. I've seen like the 1-bedroom be $6. Oh, I've seen somebody's 1-bedroom be like about $4.
Okay.
Granted, now Trevor wouldn't see my statement that comes in the mail. I would be making sure that my statement is being mailed to Florida or wherever I'm from. So I'm going to tell Trevor to pay me however much I tell Trevor to pay me. Like that, the agreement that I have with him has nothing to do with the building. But what it does allow is for anytime something goes wrong in the apartment, instead of Trevor hitting me up, he can go talk to management directly. Now, you ruin that risk of doing it illegally because, like I just said, I'm not here. Maybe I can't pick up the phone and your apartment is flooding. So you go down to management like, yo, I have a flood. And we're like, okay, cool. Who are you, though? Because this apartment belongs to...
around here, homie.
And you're like, oh, I'm staying there. Oh, it's my aunt. We have those, a lot of cases. Like I said, it's a lot of stuff be family.
Right.
And not to necessarily say he can't stay there. But why didn't you inform the building that your nephew was staying with you, your cousin was staying with you? Like, now, if they're staying and you're not there, you're subleasing. That's different because you're not there.
Oh, so that's how they classify it. Oh.
If none of my belongings are in there, all of the belongings in there belong to you. That's not my. I own it, And I should have said something. So now, like I said, there's a flood happening, and now we find out. So now, not only are you paying for the flood, you're fined. Not only are you fined, you're gonna back pay all the subleasing months, years that you've been in that unit without us knowing. Now, with a condo is different because condos are rent. You still need to inform them, but back to the agreement of I can be charging you however much I want to charge you. That we get no say so in. So that's why I said, like, on paper, I could be your penthouse or your unit is worth for a condo maybe $10K a month. That's your HOA fees. I could be charging Trevor $20K a month if he's gonna figure out how to pay it. That's
you would give me a little discount.
Like, yeah. But that's really like what it is. And I would definitely say less like, so say if I do find out, right? Like say if I own the condo, I didn't say anything about you staying there.
Right.
At the same time, I didn't have to really say anything. So there's no fines really attached. I just got to start paying the rental fee, which is probably going to be something like measly, like a few $100s.
So is it a percentage of what you pay for the overall condo, or they determine?
No, they determine that.
Oh.
Because you own that.
Okay.
It's not the shares. It's not everybody. Doesn't have to get involved with the co-op. Everyone is involved. And when I say everybody, I literally mean everybody. Like, it's going to be put to a vote on how much the 3-bedroom subleasing rent should go for, how much the 2-bedroom subleasing rent should go for, how much the 1-bedroom. Yeah.
So if I'm in a building and nobody like me, they could be like, hold on.
Yeah, they can.
Hold on, you know what?
I've seen that happen. They can make your life, yes. They will call, they will complain.
All the furniture be moved in there.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Noise complaints. They'll get it. You got a visitor come at 2 a.m. and he woke me up out of my sleep. Like, it's really like that.
Well, why was you paying attention to who come through and mom?
No, it's really like that. It's it sucks. They like to say it's like, oh, they're being a community, like they neighbors and stuff like that, but it's just because they don't like you. Like, it really is that. Like,
so they could determine, like, you know what, since he got a 3-bedroom co-op, we think his subleasing fee should be.
So I would say it's going to be standard. It's going to be all the 3 bedrooms, not just yours.
Right.
For that, but like, let's put it to a vote this year. The 3 bedrooms, when there's being subleased, they need to be subleased for two racks. That's going to be our sublease for this year. And it can go up and it can go down. And
everybody will take the hit because they don't like you. So they
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you can't do one that you're not doing for the other. Like, yeah, that's not how it works.
Ain't that so?
Yeah. But a condo, that is exactly how it works. If you are in the penthouse of a condo and you decide that you want to have 10 people stay there, I don't have to say so.
Right.
No one has to say so. Just enjoy. Like, have a good time.
The fact that you can attack one person, it sounds
it sounds crazy, right?
They don't. I've seen it. I've literally. It's sad to say. I've seen what happens when they band together.
Wow.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Chris, you had a question? Okay, no, that's very interesting. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I think, how would they determine you don't live there?
Back to what I just said.
How can they
Trevor calls downstairs. His toilet is backed up. He needs, his circuit breaker isn't working. He needs, I don't know, the gas on the stove isn't working.
Pilot light is out.
Whatever. Yeah.
No, what I'm saying. Even if somebody come and say, "Who are you?" and you're like, "Yo, this is a friend." Like, okay, they call Trevor. And like,
yeah.
Do you still live here? I could just say yes.
So what'll happen is we'll check the cameras. How often has he come?
They go through all that?
I check the camera. I'm saying me in the office. I check the cameras. Or I speak to the front, or not even if, say I haven't got to the cameras yet, I speak to the front desk. Yo, how many times have you seen the guy in 1B and you tell me you've seen him for 6 months? Okay, you live here. That's why you here every day. Like, it's very, everyone is watching. The porters are watching. The concierge is watching. The garage is watching. Like, there's cameras everywhere.
Brother
We'll figure it out. Like,
Skynet is watching you.
Yeah.
Put your phone,
I think he still could badly, but they just make it as difficult as possible. I could keep saying, I was like, yeah, just because you see him for 6 months, he come take stuff from me.
He comes and takes stuff from you and doesn't leave until the next day?
happens.
She's good at her job.
Yo, word.
She's good at her job.
That's-
You see this?
Can we cut? I gotta get a new nail.
I mean, clearly, me personally, I already know something like that. I know the cameras are watching. I know they're probably going to use that against me. So any excuses that I'm going to come up with is also to combat that. You know what I'm saying? So, the person comes here every day and doesn't leave tomorrow. Like, they live there. They don't have any property here.
Yeah.
They have no
now, you
nails
see,
there,
like,
right?
that happens, like, I was just about to say, like, say if your girl living there, like, all your girl has to do is simply go downstairs to the front desk and be like, yo, my nigga lives here now. We don't have no control over that. We're not going to raise your HOA fee. Like, we can't do that.
Okay.
Because you live there, like, but...
Well, wouldn't they actually be on the lease as well?
No, because we have that too. Like, people have kids, their kids ain't on the lease. They have partners in and out, like, they partners.
But the funny thing is, like, right?
Yeah.
Because I was in Houston. I was living in Texas for a year. And I signed a lease.
And I was just going to say, with a co-op, there's no lease. You own that. You own the shares, so there's no lease. Yeah. Okay. Now, say back to my point of I don't live here anymore. I want my good old nephew to move into my unit.
Correct.
You need to say that your nephew's going to be here. You're no longer here, so we can put that sublease fee so that now when your nephew is running into issues, he's not dipping and dodging.
I fully understand that, right? It's obvious you need to be aware of everything that's going on in business, and also for insurance purposes.
Yeah.
Something might happen,
because somebody who's subleasing has to be approved. God forbid somebody's a pedophile, somebody's a rape, like, we need to know. You're going to be vetted by the board.
It's basically protecting your investment.
Yeah, you're going to be vetted by the board. We're going to make sure that you're an overall okay person. Nobody said you had to be great or outstanding, but that you're safe. You're not going to be bringing in anybody. Not even anybody. You're just not going to be causing any disturbances or causing now an issue to what is typically always a quiet community. Like, you don't really have, you don't really have too much, like, it's because it's hard to have riffraff. I was just about to say, like, you're not going to be in a building where somebody has a party every week. Every day, it's too hard. Like, because you gotta let the whole floor know when you have an apart. Like, it's a whole lot of. I was just about to say that it's a whole lot of nonsense that goes like into that, which is typically what you're paying for. You're paying for what is it called? Comfortability, peace, quiet, and something else like this. It's like a whole line in property management. What you're paying for when you live there, like, and we promise that. So if we're not enforcing anything, then you more than likely are going to get rid of that property management company because niggas just doing whatever they want to do in the property and they're not supposed to. Like, that's literally what we're there for. Like, that's why I said, like, pick your head up, don't drop the ball, because that's literally what they're looking for. The second that you drop the ball, the second that you say you got the noise complaint and you was going to go find them or you was going to go check it out and you didn't, and then you find out that you didn't, be prepared to be hit with some shit. Be prepared to be told, like, oh, I don't want you working here no more. Oh, I don't want this company here no more. You guys promise a lot and deliver on nothing. Like, we need to find a new property. Like, that happens
all the time.
What?
Yeah, they change property managers. Like, it's nice.
Yeah, it's time for you to go.
You could be with them and then they say, you got a letter saying the property management company no longer is on premises, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, they do that a lot. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Syn.
Yeah.
Have you ever dived into entrepreneurship?
I have. I think, didn't we all during the pandemic? I was going to say, I have it during the pandemic. It was cool.
What was the entrepreneurship? What was your endeavor?
I was making, like, different items or, like, objects out of epoxy, like, out of, like, resin. So it was like, I was calling it like essentials. Okay. I could make you like, typically I'm not gonna lie, like my big clientele I guess was like smokers. So I was making like rolling trays, I was making grinders, ashtrays, and then I moved into like, I made a few like jewelry, like trays or like small things for like my, I guess, close friends and family, like, or people who just like maybe requested certain objects or certain things to be made out of that material. And then I would customize it. So you could choose whatever color, it would glow in the dark, it could say whatever you wanted, if you wanted it to have like a certain, either certain words or a certain brand. I was like purchasing a lot of like stickers. Like typically is what I was using if it wasn't like something you wanted written on it. Like say if you wanted like, I have like pictures and stuff like that. I had a business page, like it's on Instagram, but like, yeah, it was cool. It was fun.
So how did that story end? Like what was the challenges?
I would definitely say the challenges were definitely like, I guess the advertising. Like I feel like I could have did definitely a better job of promoting.
Okay.
And then I also feel like definitely like the turnaround time, it takes almost 24 hours, sometimes longer for certain things to cure. So say if I had to order, say if you called me and you ordered and you wanted it maybe in like 3 days, epoxy is so unpredictable that it's like, maybe it didn't cure, maybe like half of it is still soft or rubbery, or maybe like I used too much either epoxy or resin. So now like the colors are off, and I'm not gonna give you like half-ass like things. So it's just like now what would have taken me 72 hours is taking me a week to finish or complete. And depending on how fast you wanted it, like it's very just unpredictable. Like I said, I feel like I got into a groove of it. Like I was making a lot of things that were like good, like of great quality, and then I had a lot of stuff that I ended up giving away because the quality wasn't what I would sell to somebody. Like, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, go ahead, Cory. I'm listening.
No, go ahead, Trev.
So how hard was it to start like?
Oh, not hard at all. I knew I really wanted to like get into it.
Okay.
Like I knew I had like seen, I think my sister's friend do it, and I was just like, how do you do that? And she like sent me like a website. So I always knew it was something that I was gonna definitely get into.
Okay.
I just didn't know I'd be doing it, I guess, for like profit. Like I guess the pandemic made it into like, oh, like you always said you wanted to do that, like do it and sell it. Like,
and then that changed the game.
I would say for a while it was cool.
That burn?
Yes. Sorry.
Now you're good.
Okay.
It's on me.
Shit.
Yeah, Cory, I'm listening.
All right, copy that. So, how would you measure entrepreneurship to the 9 to 5?
Oh, I mean, definitely. Who doesn't like being their own boss? Like that's fun. I'm literally trying to get my real estate license so I can be my own boss as well. So, 2026, look out for me. But yeah, I would definitely say like I guess the difference is like making sure that you're disciplined enough. I would definitely say this year has shown me that I'm not as disciplined as I thought I was. So the waking up late to start certain stuff, or the like, oh, this shit was taking too long. Like,
the impatience.
Call it a break. Yeah, I'm very impatient. Like, I'm just gonna have to start this tomorrow. Like, putting stuff off. Like, so I would say like the 9 to 5, you don't really get that choice. Like, you there, you on the clock, like, or you got stuff assigned to you. You got things to do, emails to answer. Like, you gotta make it happen. Yeah.
Okay, so I know a lot of people view the 9 to 5 as boring or unambitious. Do you believe that's a fair label or it's harmful?
Cause I ain't gonna lie.
I feel like it kind of depends on what you do. Like, do you like what you do? Do you not like what you do? I have been fortunate enough to move from hospitality, which is something I love to do. It's what I went to college for. And then, I bounced around like the nonprofit world. Not that I didn't like that. It just sadly the money. So I feel like now fortunate enough to be doing something that I like the money, but I also like what I'm doing. I like to know. It kind of, I feel like, tied into real estate. Before I had always like had a desire for real estate. I'm learning, I guess, like what's the back end of it, as opposed to just selling or buying property. Like, I'm learning what happens once you do sell or buy that property, like the people who's living in it. Yeah.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
But he said if it's harmful, I guess it could be, but I think it's just well, what are you doing? Are you literally just there for the check? Because if you are, then of course it's gonna become boring after a while, or just something that you don't like doing. Because it's like you get used to the money. We all get used to things. Once something is new, it's new, it's lit, and then once you get used to it, you like, all right, like what's next? Or it's like, oh, this shit is boring. Like the money good, but it's like you kind of start dreading it, or you start looking at it different. You start to take it kind of for granted. Like, so I would say it's harmful, I guess.
And I would add on to that, because I think a lot of people, when they hear the whole I'm starting a business thing, I'm a business owner thing, 9 to 5s are whack, they don't necessarily take into account how difficult it is to really start a successful business, like especially in the building stages. Like I don't think most people realize that, like, to really build a successful business, it may take you like 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, a lot of trial and error, and a ton of trial and error. And
you're 5 to 10 years in the red. So like everything you have is like going to something that might not work. You know what I'm saying? So I do agree with you. It's harmful because most just think that, oh yes, a 9 to 5 is boring, or they look at it as it's lackluster. When it's not true, because you have some people that's 9 to 5s that's making some of these aspiring business owners that people look at. You know what I mean? So I agree with you. I do. I do.
Okay, because I know entrepreneurship is glorified nowadays, especially being your own boss. And I know there's especially a lot of talk, especially in relationships, in those conversations, in terms of the 9 to 5 guy not being as glorious as the person who makes the quick money.
Okay.
But it's also true that not all entrepreneurs make that quick money.
I was just about to say, well, what are you doing that you're making the money so quick?
But do you believe that people who make the quick money, like those stories, shame people who work in steady careers and built their wealth up?
So, I mean, I think it can shame people depending on how, I guess, somebody who's in the entrepreneurship talking about it, or how they are phrasing it. Because, like Trevor just said, like, are you talking about the 5 to 10 years when you was in the red, or are we just talking about now that we're in the green? Like, are you letting people know about the struggles? Are you letting people know, like, it wasn't always like this? Or are you like, oh yeah, it's go time. It's always been green, which we all know. Like, if you're just living life, it ain't always been green. Like, nothing ain't always been green. Like, so, I feel like it could be like maybe a disheartening, but who is it that's speaking? I think is more so like, because I've spoken to entrepreneurs who will let you know, like, that's why I said, like, back to bouncing around the nonprofit world. Like, I was at a anti-gun nonprofit.
You don't got to know that.
Worked like, I wouldn't say I worked extremely close with the owner, but I worked with the owner, and unfortunately he was incarcerated. He tells his story, like he always tells his story, what it took to build, how much it cost, and how much he lost out on, like, but how where it is now and where it's thriving is well known. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Man Up. It's in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
I used
the
to work
workout
there.
thing.
So they have so many like programs. I thought I was about to say, like, they're at the PJAC Center. They have basketball. They have boxing. Like, there's so many. They're in schools. They're in after schools. Like, he'll tell you, like, it was just him and the other brother Peterson, brother Mitchell, brother Peterson. Right. They just fresh came out of jail. Wasn't getting hired. Like, that's literally why they started it in 2011. The unemployment rate for Black men especially was at an all-time high. And it was because of the incarceration rate. Like, no, but they weren't getting hired. So he took it upon himself to hire convicted felons, hire people, getting out of jail and making them pillars of their community, making them show the community, it's more to life than being incarcerated or being on the streets or playing with guns or, selling drugs, like he really stuck his neck out on the line, and it shows. Like he's well. I want to say Brother Mitchell is like.
No, he's not.
He's well into his like maybe 50s or 60s. I think 60s. Like
he don't look that way.
And I was just about to say that. Like he's made sure that he
take care of himself.
Not only take care of himself, but put so much in that it's like now he's able to speak. Like now he's able to tell everybody what it took, whereas before he was boots on the ground. Like, and he'll tell you that too. Like, I was outside on these corners trying to take guns out of these guys' hands. Like now he's not doing it. He has an organization that's doing it, but he was doing it for a good chunk of those years, for the majority of the owning this business and building this business. So I think it's like who the entrepreneur is, and are they willing to talk about the red and not just the green? Like,
shout out to Brother Mitchell.
Yeah.
Shout out to Man Up.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah, they're eating now.
Eating ain't the word. They own the kitchen.
Right?
They own the kitchen.
They cooking.
You know what I mean?
All right, so I take it that in your entrepreneurship journey, it either went into the red or you found better opportunity.
I would definitely say found better opportunity, but also wasn't a passion. Like definitely went into it looking to make a profit. Like, oh, I'm not working right now. Like this would be a good way to make money. Like, and then like went right back into the working field. Like I would say, I do have like entrepreneurial, like not tendencies, but like it's something that I strive for. But I would probably more so do it in the real estate field. I would do it with my real estate license. Like I would love to.
Okay. So let's say that you get your real estate license. You become your own boss.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Speaking into existence.
Yeah.
2026.
2026.
You know what I'm saying? You know, sell a brother a house for $15. You know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta give back to your community. That's what you gotta do.
Literally be my like percentage of that.
I mean, well, you are your brother's keeper. You know, that's just, you know, that's, you gotta give back. You gotta give back. You know, get back.
Crazy.
That's all. Get back to the community. Yeah.
I'm gonna give back in other ways.
All right.
$15.
All right. You know, my bad.
Take my 2%.
You look. You get you an Omni card. Yeah, that's my bad. You know what? My bad.
I'm crying.
My bad.
Oh man. Yeah, talking about that. That is, we're gonna bring it back to this, right?
The Omni cards.
How did you feel about the death of the Metro card?
Like, are you even from New York? Are you from New York even?
They don't know. They don't know.
The green Metros used to get us
to
and from school. Like,
talk about it.
It
talk
sucks.
About it.
Like,
talk about
are you
it.
from New York even? Like,
man, they don't know.
What the fuck does Omni even mean? Like, what does it stand for? What does it stand for?
I don't know what it stands for. But I think I came across it when I went to Japan, and I think that was the name of the card. Was Omni.
2 thumbs down.
Wow. Tomatoes.
Yeah, boo.
Tomatoes. That's crazy. Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
So did you get any Metro cards to keep as
I actually do. I have how many right now? I used to use them to take my nails off, y'all. So I have a few. I would say like maybe like 3 or 4 I got lying around right now. But yeah. R.I.P. to the Metro.
R.I.P. to the Metro card. You know what I'm saying?
It's one Metro New York.
Yeah. Like the Metro card, like shit. I miss swiping. All this tapping.
Yeah.
Sometimes you there tapping, the fucking screen is so dirty, it's not reading the tap. Like, it's silly. Like,
it's silly. Yeah. That's to the Metro. Damn.
Yeah.
Remember the green Metro? So for schools, are they gonna give them like green Omni cards?
I was gonna say, I think their Omnis are green. Yeah. It's like, it's not the same, boo.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all don't get the
experience. I don't even know what it's like. Y'all tapping these shits around town.
They don't know.
So Japan has what's called Pasmo. And it was interesting because once you have that card, you can literally travel throughout Japan. All you have to do is know it. And I mean, you can go anywhere. 7-Eleven, the vending machine, the train, the bus.
Okay.
You can like go into movie theaters.
That is
tap it. It's like
it's like a debit card though.
It's a key. Yeah.
Oh.
It was interesting. So that's the reason when I started realizing they come with the OmniPass, I'm like, oh, I see what they're trying to do. But we're a little more rebellious out here, you know. And
they had to put those metro cards to death. They knew we wasn't doing it on our own. That's a fact. Like,
and then they got upset. They got upset because when you bend the metro card a certain way, it became like an unlimited card.
Oh, word!
Which is the reason why the guys at the train station was swiping and taking money from you. Because there's a way they fold it. You see.
No wonder they never want to just give it to you. They're like, God, God.
Right.
They take how much.
Before we get to rapid fire, we was talking about travel.
Yes.
We was talking about if you was to get into this real estate and become extremely successful.
Because you will.
To celebrate your success, where would you? If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
I'm going to Africa.
Woo!
I'm going to safari. Going back to the roots, my mother.
Munangwanya. My fault. Got it.
All of that he just said.
Right.
I want to go meet Simba in real life. Chill with Mufasa.
I mean, no.
I really do.
There's no lions in the jungle, though.
Yeah,
Be
no
disappointed. No. They lied to you.
Where are they?
The safari.
Yes.
That's what I said. I want to do a safari. I literally said that. I don't want to go to the jungle.
Oh, okay.
I literally said I'm going to Africa to do a safari.
Well, because you said Mufasa in them, and they said...
I want to see them.
Yeah, they said they was in the jungle in the song.
Oh, I don't care about the song. I'm saying on the safari, that's what I want to see. Like, those are my kind. Like, that's what I want to be with. With the lions and the zebras.
Ooh.
I keep seeing this one now on like Instagram and TikTok where like you walk outside of your like bungalow or whatever and the zebras and all the animals are there. Go on Black TikTok, go on Black Luxury TikTok. The girls, they doing it, they eating it up. That's what I would do personally. I would stay where they all are. The safe ones. The zebras, the ones that are like the giraffes. I don't really need to be chased by no cats, but I do want to see them on the safari for sure.
I saw what you did there.
Yeah.
You said Black Luxury TikTok. So they made the page aspiring after you because you...
You feel me?
You understand it. Oh, okay. All right. I got it now. I got it. Okay.
But yeah, definitely would do that. That would probably be my ultimate goal. I want to go to Africa. I want to be on a safari. I want to go to like the villages. Like I really want to experience Africa, like for real.
Speaking of that, I have a question.
Sure.
How do you feel about this cultural appropriation that's going on between Africans and African Americans and people from different places across the world that are from the African diaspora? How do you feel about that?
About the culture appropriation amongst African Americans and Africans? I kind of hate when I hear like Africans come here and be like, oh yeah, I getting treated that way because like y'all call yourselves black or like certain things. Like they'll say like we do certain things or accent words, but it's like not to be funny. Why are you here? Why'd you come? Why'd you come here? You came here because you thought it was a better opportunity. And don't be mad that I was born here. Like this is like where my ancestors say, not to say chose, because slavery.
Right.
Not it was really chose to be here.
Right.
But you chose. You got on that plane. And you came your ass across here. So I don't really want to hear like how you should be like, I guess, not held to the same standards as we are.
Worship.
When we all are black. Like they're all calling us black. Accent, no accent. Dialect, no dialect.
Right.
Like
I agree.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the most disheartening things that you see.
Yeah.
Especially when you see, people that you would consider your brother or your sister, right? Appropriating the culture of saying that, are painting you a certain way.
Yeah.
You're lazy.
For sure.
You don't work hard, or you have no upbringing, you have no common sense. You created the idea that you're being oppressed here because you're lazy. I do think that is a very disheartening thing because it's a different thing from when you're born here and you have an experience versus when you come here and you have an experience.
Thank you very much.
Two different things. And this is not to take away from, all the people who are from, African descent that made great strides for our, for our people here and vice versa.
Yeah, definitely not taking away.
So it's just that thing. But it is this hard. I just wanted to hear your thoughts on that.
Oh, yeah.
But Cory, it's on you.
Okay, are you ready for the rapid fire?
Woo!
I guess.
It's a lot of pressure. You ready?
Oh, shit.
I had this. I want to see what she's going to say. She might cap, but I need to hear this.
Pressure breaks pipes.
Pressure make diamonds, too.
That part, too. That's my gemstone.
It was a diamond?
Yeah.
So that's why you're making all this money. Well, hold on. That makes sense. Makes sense. Well, go ahead. My bad, Cory. Go ahead.
All right. Beach vacation or mountain retreat?
Ooh.
I don't know. I've been to the beach a million times. I might do the mountain retreat. I never did that before.
Mountain retreat, all right.
Yeah.
Road trip or flight to travel destination?
I ain't gonna lie. Put me on a flight.
Okay.
I've taken a lot of road trips as a child. I mean, my parents have 11 of us. Like, think about it that way. We ain't never take a plane anywhere. But we drove, okay?
Damn.
We crossed those state lines. We got to where we needed to go. So, put me on a flight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, wellness retreat or adrenaline-packed adventure trip?
Ooh.
That's a good one.
This is a good one.
I want to hear this.
I'm a big adrenaline junkie. Huge adrenaline junkie. But because I do a lot of things with adrenaline, like, I think I might do the wellness retreat just because, like, I like to do things I haven't done before. If it's things that I've done before.
I was about to say that.
Well, I was just some of these. Like, I just did zip lining. I just did cave tubing. I just did...
Cave tubing? Wow. That sounds expensive.
It was actually, I didn't pay for that.
Hold on, why you do that? That's hold on. You see, you made it.
She knocked your water.
You made everything drop. Made everything drop. Cave tubing, and I didn't pay for it.
No, I didn't. It was lit. But yeah, I would definitely. I might do the wellness retreat. Like if I have to.
What does that? What do you mean you have to? What does that mean?
Because he said like it's either or. These are either or questions. Right. So I might do the well. I'll say wellness retreat for this round.
I don't think you want to do the wellness retreat. I think
it's just because I've never done it. Like, well, what are the things that we're doing for the adrenaline pack? What's included in it?
And whatever is
what's up to you.
Oh, okay.
What is considered a adrenaline?
Jumping off a building with a parachute.
I mean, I thought that's what we were talking about.
I wanted to literally.
So I came too big.
I wanted to do the CN Tower. I went to the CN Tower for my birthday, 2023, I think it was. Mm-hmm. And it rained when I booked the thing to walk outside of it. Fire, like you work on the edge of the building.
Okay.
It rained. They don't let you do it in the rain, and with like high wind, like certain weather. They just
is it the New York Edge thing?
It's, I guess, similar to the New York Edge, but
it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
I'm say the CN Tower is like.
I guess.
I think it's like one of the highest towers.
The adrenaline is not that high.
Unless you jump off.
Yeah.
I ain't jumping off on nothing. I ain't hopping on no
planes.
I would do the wellness retreat.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. We talking about skydiving or something.
Oh no. You ain't jumping on no plane.
It's fun. You would enjoy.
You do it? You've done it before? I ain't jumping on no plane.
I thought you was adrenaline packed.
Nah, I ain't doing it.
Alright, hold on, we gotta get back to rapid fire.
Okay.
My bad.
Alright. So she's not jumping out on planes. So it's wellness retreat. That's the answer?
Wellness retreat is lock me in.
She getting pampered.
Okay.
We're
gonna get back to the wellness retreat, alright? Okay. Alright, work hard or play hard?
Ooh. Oh, I just said that. I work hard so I can play harder.
No, you gotta pick one or the other.
I'm gonna play hard.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. Red wine or white wine?
No wine.
No wine?
Don't like wine.
What would you take instead?
I guess I'll do a rosé.
Why you what the rose? What bottle of rosé though?
Moet.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the most expensive episode of On the Top Coat.
You're cute.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess I'll do a rosé.
Rosé.
All right, old school R&B or new school trap soul?
I guess we're gonna go with the old school R&B.
Yeah.
Hold on. You said old school R&B.
Yeah.
Case, I'm Missing You. Or.
That's my shit right there.
Or. Cisco Incomplete.
We're gonna go with Case. I'm Missing You. I literally probably played that like all last week. That's my shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So you said wellness retreat.
Ew.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that's not how it sounds.
So, what does the soft girl era mean to you? Peace, luxury, or avoidance?
Definitely peace. Peace. Like,
Ooh.
yeah.
Peace?
Peace.
You think that's what the soft girl era?
For me, that's what it means to me.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Who
stressed you out?
No one stressed me out per se.
Who was she stressing out?
You feel me?
That's a good question.
You feel me? I give the headaches. No one gives me.
Oh, I get it. You don't come from nightmares. Nightmares come from you. Oh, I get it.
It goes against the soft girl
Era.
Got him.
Like I said,
Zoinks!
peace is the priority for this year, like,
Okay.
or for next year. But
Okay.
absolutely, like, yeah, I just want to really and truly like tap in with God. I've really been on that journey.
Okay.
So, God first, God before everything. Like that's really like how I've been.
That's right.
Like, moving, for sure.
Okay, so what do peace mean to you?
It literally means like a steady mind, like a calm mind. Like I've been a big overshare in the past. I feel like this has been my year of like take my wins just like I take my losses, which has been private. Like just so that I'm not really listening to the outside influence or just people's outside opinions. Like when I'm ready to talk about something or ready to bring something to the forefront, whatever it is, and like more than 9 times out of 10, not to say like I've already have it figured out, but I know that I won't waver. I know it's not gonna shift. So now that I'm having a conversation, it's not really like your input would be very detrimental. I used to feel like my circle of friends or family, depending on what I would be talking about, their opinions used to weigh heavily, like or their advice used to weigh heavily. I've really gone into not making anyone's opinion weigh more heavily than mine and more heavily than his. Like,
it's interesting that you say that because a lot of people, won't admit that, right? Yeah. A lot of people won't admit the fact that other people's opinions really weigh on them a lot. Like, and that sometimes greatly influences their decisions.
Very much so. I can definitely admit to that.
As Cory would say, what you call it, Cory? Peer pressure? Is that what it's called?
Peer pressure is real.
It is.
People pleasing is real.
It is.
I've learned that people pleasing is a very tricky thing. People usually say, I don't people please because I don't do this for these group of people, but they people please to another group. Does that make sense?
It does, because I feel like I used to people please for my family. Like being the youngest, I used to feel like I have to impress 10 other people or make sure I'm doing what 10 other people would like for me to do or impressing 10 other people. Like,
yes, that's right.
No.
It's a gift and a curse.
No, it is, yeah.
It's a gift and a curse. So when you picked the song just now, was that peer pressure?
Did
he nudge you?
Oh, no, that's my shit. Like,
what's
he named the song?
Case Missing You.
Case Missing You. Like, I was on repeat. Like I said, like last week.
People pleasing is it's like performing for a crowd that ain't
Absolutely.
watching.
I was
That's
just
a
about
fact.
to say that like by the time you let them know of the accomplishment or you let them know that you did the thing that they gave you the advice to do, they're like, oh, okay, like, cool.
A lot of advice.
Yeah, like
A lot, and I would say a lot because I'll probably say I'll put a number into it because I'm a very number guy. So I would say 95% of the advice that people give you, right? they just gave it to you because during the interaction they needed something to say.
I feel that. No, I get you.
Yo.
No, I get that.
Yo.
Did I say something great?
Yo.
No, I feel that.
They just, because you know, so what happened is there's something in psychology where it's hard for people to deal with silence. So, and usually the individuals who are super successful in life, they tend to be quiet a lot. Obviously, because they're trying to manage the room, they're seeing what everybody has to say. So typically they'll usually say they'll be having the last word. Right? They'll allow everybody to just voice their concerns and stuff. And they say, this is what we're doing. Doesn't mean that, right? But a lot of people are uncomfortable with silence. So during a conversation, they have to say something, right? Because leaving a gap, it becomes uncomfortable. If you think about it, just like
no, it's true.
Yeah.
So they needed something to say. So their advice is very reactive. Oh, maybe you shouldn't have done that. Maybe you should do this. Maybe you should do that. And it's like, they didn't even finish hearing what
I was just about to say, didn't even give you the complete.
Yeah, it's very reactive.
Yeah.
They fight in silence. They have to say something. So by the time you come back, you tell them like, hey, you know what I think? You know, you gave me the idea. You know, it didn't work. What? That's crazy.
Literally.
So the way Chris described it just now, it sounds very trauma filled. Have you ever came across from any kind of trauma in terms of somebody might have said something on the whim, you took advice, and you're like, and then you realize later that you shouldn't have listened to this person?
Oh yeah, my siblings, 110%. I love y'all. I know some of y'all will see this, but absolutely. Like, I really had to like kind of really start to remember like it's my life, like it's really not theirs. Like as a kid, definitely like I think, and still to this day, I think my siblings have like my biggest interests at heart. Like want the best for me. I don't think they want the worst for me. I can't say that, but I can definitely say like I had to start to realize like your brothers are your big brothers, but they're not your husband. Like they're not your husband. Like they're not my dad. Like basically, like you're not gonna be my dad. Like even my dad has like, I feel like for all of us has been on some like figure it out. Even my mom, like my mom be on some like she'll give you advice, but not really. Like it's really like you'll figure it out. Like she's praying for you. Like she's always been like that type of woman, but. And she'll give you, I guess, like, definitely that listening ear. But I don't feel like my mother has ever been like, oh, and you need to do this. And because you're not doing this, like, I'm not really rocking with y'all. I'm not really feeling that. Like, my mom has always given all of us, like, the grace to be ourselves. I would say, like, my siblings definitely fell into parental roles because my parents were having to work and having to be there. So it's just, like, I definitely feel like I had to, like, learn, like, all right, my sister would do that in a situation, but I wouldn't. Like, and it's because we're different people. Like,
true.
I'm not like her, and she's not like me. Like, we can have similarities, then we can freaking be twins. Like, people always say, like, you guys look just alike, but we still have two different lives. And if what you're telling me to do ultimately, not to say is detrimental to me, but won't make me happy, or won't make my life the way that I see my life being, then what's the point? Like, but like, thanks for the advice. Like, if I feel like I need to apply it, I will. If I feel like it don't apply to me, like, thank you for saying that. Now I know how you feel. But it's alright. You're still gonna be sisters. You're still gonna be brothers. Like, be cool.
You good, Slick.
Like,
you good, Slick.
All right. So right now, who is your favorite artist? Top 5.
Oh, it's always gonna be Drake. It's always gonna be number 1.
Wait, hold on. Let me.
Oh boy.
He's always
when did this happen?
Since I was a child.
Oh, so as soon as Drake came out,
yeah,
straight off the mixtape,
that's my man.
straight off the Degrassi,
I love him.
and it never changed.
It hasn't.
Not even after the whole Kendrick thing, because he was still selling more, so he still had.
I mean, it's not even about selling more. I listen to Kendrick Lamar, but he's not in my top 5. You're gonna see that. Like,
what is your top 5?
It's gonna be Drake.
Alright, so number 1 is Drake.
That's gonna be Future. He's right there.
Wait. Drake and Future.
Yeah.
Top 5 is toxic.
Okay. Seeing a pattern there. But continue. What's number 3?
Uzi. Little Uzi Vert.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Please continue.
I like Jhené Aiko. She's in there. She's up there.
Mm-hmm.
She's also toxic.
She is toxic.
Okay.
All right. I gotta round it out with one more.
Mm-hmm.
Want me to help you out?
No,
You sure?
we probably don't have the same taste.
I got two I can throw in there. I
Let
feel
me
like
hear
it could be
it.
fun.
I'll just listen to your
Bryson
suggestions.
Tiller or Brent Fire?
Both are no.
Okay.
No.
Too positive. Too positive.
It is.
Too positive.
Yo, I can't stand y'all.
What you thought? Yep.
Number 5.
No more there.
Janelle Monáe. Summer Walker.
Oh, it's
Jada
gonna
Waiter.
be a female rapper. So, I'm not gonna lie. It might be Cardi. It might be her. If it's not Cardi,
Oh,
no. Do not listen to Doja.
Doja Cat. Shout out to Doja Cat.
She's not bad though.
No, my sisters put me on to mad like old Little Kim last night. I didn't know Little Kim was really like.
You ain't know Lil Kim was like that?
That girl. But it's not gonna be Little Kim because I don't know enough of her music. It might be Lauryn Hill. Like, actually, yeah. Let's take out whoever I said Cardi. We're gonna take that out. It's probably gonna be Lauryn.
So you think Lauryn Hill is better than Cardi with one album?
With what album?
One album.
Yeah, like it's Lauryn Hill. Like I'm not gonna lie, like her shit slap. I'm still listening to Lauryn Hill right now. Like yeah.
Okay, look, I ain't mad at the mystification. Okay, who owns the toxic anthem crown? Future
I was about to say that.
or Summer Walker?
Oh, I listen to Summer. Don't get me wrong. That album Just Might, or what was it? Is it Just Might? No. What's the name of that album with the pink durag? It'll come to me. Hold on. Over It? The album Over It? Oof. But I feel like Future, he's always gonna take the toxic role. Like we gotta give it to him. We gotta give it to that man. We're gonna crown him. We're gonna give it
Belong to the streets.
I can't even get mad at him. You feel me?
Sensational.
Literally.
Oh, Future. Okay.
He said sensational.
Okay.
All right. You ready for this? You want me to do this? Miss T. Davis, the nail in the coffin?
Oh, I will do it.
What the hell is the nail in the coffin?
So this portion of our show is called "What's Your Nail in the Coffin?" Being that you said Future takes the toxic crown, give us a time where it was a relationship, business, friendship, or whatever, that you experienced something and you were like, no, I'm good. This is my nail in the coffin. I'm out.
Oh, I just gave it to y'all.
You ain't gotta say no names.
Yeah, that Houston trip definitely was a nail in the coffin. Let me think of another one. That actually might be my weirdest experience. I'm not gonna lie. It might be Houston. Like, it really might be like, I don't even really feel like she's worthy of it though. So let me really think about it.
She's not worthy.
No, she's not worthy.
She's not
No. Like to speak on it again, like and give her the satisfaction because she's so toxic, it'll probably fucking fuel the fire that's within her.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think. I be good with people for a lot. You don't even really gotta do too much to me. I be cool with a nigga, like you feel me, like an icebox.
Where my heart used to be. Shout out to Omarion in the building. Hell.
Yeah, you don't really gotta do too much to get a nail in the coffin out of me. Let me think this one through.
Just give me one. You ain't gotta listen. You ain't gotta say no names.
It don't even really gotta be weird. Like I can really just wake up cool on a nigga. Like
right, he
cool
breathed
myself.
wrong. His jeans wasn't that blue. You know, his
he
Adidas
wore
was
white
dirty.
sneakers. Like, why? We have on white sneakers today. Let me think about it. Oh, I mean, but I just spoke on that one too. Like, I don't do Dutch guys. Like, don't invite me out and you want me to split the bill. I think it's weird.
Hold on. Whoa, hold.
It's strange.
Hold on. This is 2025 and equality is real.
Dun 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 dun.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't think you should ask anyone out on a date if you don't intend to pay for them.
So it's not about him being the dude, it's about who asks who for him on a date.
Yeah.
So if she asks me on a date, she
I was
pays.
about to say that. I don't ask niggas on dates, but if I did, I guess I would need to keep in mind that I'm going to pay. Now, if I ask a girl out on a date, I'm going to pay because I asked you out on a date.
I'm sorry, you. I wasn't there for the first part. Assuming you don't fly both, you fly the
I
other
fly
side.
both ways.
Okay.
She fly Delta and American Airlines.
It'll never work out for the guys then.
What do you mean?
98% of the time, the guys ask for date.
You should. Ask for a date.
I didn't say they should. I'm saying 98% of the time, the guys ask for a date. So basically, by saying whoever asks for a date pays.
If you
the
ask
chances
to
of a
take me
woman
on a
asking
date-
for a man on a date is so slim.
Mhm.
It's practically non-existent.
I mean, look, like you said, it's slim. I know, a few girls who have taken men out on dates. I myself have taken men out on dates. Not initially, like not off rip. I've probably been taken on a handful of dates, and now I feel like
That don't count.
It'd be nice to take you.
That so don't count.
He said that don't count.
The fact that we what? What are you talking about? Started so well.
I've taken a guy on a date, but
That don't count.
after being taken on a date.
Oh my goodness.
So the fact that he went Dutch, that's your nail in the coffin.
That was definitely a nail in the coffin for me. Like I was very new to dating. I got out of a 7-year relationship, so yeah, like he was probably maybe like my 4th or 5th date out of like that relationship when I was ready to date again.
Right.
And it was like, what? Like I was very confused. Like that's what was going on.
He was not into it.
I completely agree.
That's not true.
That's
Hold
not
on.
true. Why he ain't into her?
Like, I completely agree.
Hold on.
I mean, he would, because I'm not trying to make an impression. I don't
No.
really care.
Thank
So
you.
is it nail in the coffin if I take you for coffee?
I don't do coffee dates. I don't drink coffee.
So the reason we're going Dutch is because we're trying to be honest and get to know each other.
Yeah, I'm not trying to feed you. That's pretty much it.
Basically.
It's not my place
But
to
then
feed
why
you.
did you ask me?
A coffee date. Somebody said, if I know who you are.
I don't
Let's
drink
go for a
coffee.
milkshake, girl.
Oh, I love milkshakes.
Okay, then.
We can do that.
Yeah.
So we can do a milkshake.
Absolutely.
Or whatever,
I'll fuck with
fruit.
milkshake. Yeah, smoothie. Let's go get
smoothie and all that
smoothies.
good
Let's
stuff.
go get an acai bowl. I'll fuck
It's
with
not my job to feed you.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm just
No, I get you.
Sure.
That's the
That's
purpose of a
the-
coffee
that's
date. No,
the
I
vibe
get that.
behind
I get
it.
that. Like, let's sit down. Let's see if we even vibe. Like,
Correct.
I feel that. I've been on dates like that as well. Not for coffee, but
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
So
You can learn a lot in like a walk around the park. How we don't spend no money.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It sounds very-
No.
It sounds beautiful. You see how it sounds good. You see that park thing?
No.
It's in the movies.
Yeah.
Right,
No,
so it's
it's
just
not.
it's not a thing that women just
It's
typically
not in the
accept.
movies. I've walked the High Line with a few guys.
You were dating them or you were friends with them?
Mm.
There we go. Like I was saying, I can smell the BS. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about?
Like, it didn't go much further because you probably said some shit on the Highland that I was like,
It's because he took a trip
Oh.
off.
It's because
Red
you
flag.
took it to a house.
no, it's been like, this is a reference. How about I suggested the Highland? Like, a lot of niggas have never even been or never even heard of it. Like, at least the ones that I went there with, like, they didn't even know it was a thing. So,
So they weren't cultured?
it's not even about being cultured. Like, you probably said something, whether we were having a conversation that had me like, oh, good to know. Good to know. Fucking with you again. You will not see me.
Guys,
So many red flags.
yeah, guys.
Oh my goodness.
Like,
You know, guys are one saying away from the vagina.
yeah, like I'm good. Like,
All right, so we see a lot of relationship trends on social media and the internet. What online relationship trend have you seen that is toxic to you?
the pajamas. Stop taking pictures with niggas each and every year in different pajamas. They don't even be the same niggas. I'm sick of y'all.
Oh!
Tired of
Oh!
y'all. That's like reserved for families. You know, you got a seed or whatever. You want to take pictures with your seed and your man. Like, I get that. Like, you took 3 pictures last year with Donald. This year it's with another nigga. And next year it's going to be with another nigga. Let's cut the cap. Let's really stop.
Stop the
You know?
cat.
We're doing the matching pajamas each and every year. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it.
Well,
Like,
I ain't wearing no
I better not see you in pajamas.
it's crazy. I was in a 7-year relationship and we never took pictures in pajamas. Like, I feel like, damn, like, was we missing something?
Oh, you missed out?
You
You missed out?
Oh, like, was we missing
This
something?
is the crazy.
We seen it every year and we used to be like,
So
this
are
shit
you-
whack.
are you
This shit
projecting?
corny. No, like, this shit
Are
is
you
just whack.
projecting?
I definitely feel like we both agree, like, if we had a seed, I think it's cute. I think it's, but I'm tired of seeing these niggas in their pajamas at home. I don't want to see it.
I'm not even posting you.
What?
I'm crying.
What do you say?
I'm not posting you. I'm not posting I'm in a relationship. I'm not posting nothing.
You feel me? I agree with that.
I don't post.
We're here.
I barely post my
Myself,
damn
I feel you. I post myself a lot though, so I can't say that. But what I will say is, I don't need to post a nigga. I feel him on that. Like, if we're doing what we're doing, we're doing what we're
Never
doing.
been the
I post
guy.
my family. I post our wedding day. How about
I don't even post my family.
that?
People think I'm homeless.
You live in incognito over there.
You know what I'm saying? You said they don't even know I'm
They
old.
think I'm homeless. Like, yo, what do you do? People, I've had people ask me, like, yo, what do you do? I'm like, I work out.
No, that's
Because it's all they see me post workout
Okay.
videos. It's like, yo, all you do is work out. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Get out of my business.
Our life. That's it.
So I take it you will agree with this statement that social media ruined relationships and how men and women view one another.
how.
Social media ruined relationships and how men and women view each
Oh,
other.
absolutely. We have to literally stop going on social media for like the rules and regulations of a relationship. It's actually whack. Like,
Whew. But one of the rules.
I think the rules and the regulations should be between you and the person you're dating, like you and your partner. Why am I on Instagram like, oh, he didn't get me a bag and we've been together for 2 years? Like, it means he don't like, nigga, what? You probably can't afford the bag, or you haven't shown him the bag. Like, did you have the conversation with him? Did you tell him you wanted
That's
the bag?
influ. Yeah, that's influ.
Like,
Now let me ask this though.
yeah.
Right,
Woo.
it's a paradox to the statement.
Woo!
Did it ruin it or did it expose it?
I feel like if you're taking your influence from social media, you need to get a life.
There you go.
Like, that's my opinion.
Okay, that's a good response.
I just think you should. Like, you clearly are spending too much time on an app. What is going on in your real life? What are you doing?
They get information from that.
Because you're spending too much time on it.
That's what they do in their personal life.
They're doing it for research purposes.
You have the problem with say message.
Alright. You ready for another round of rapid fire?
Sure.
Ooh.
Yeah. Can you handle this one?
I hope so.
Alright. Level of respect.
Fuck love. I'll take respect.
Oh my god.
Intuition or evidence?
Damn.
This. Why is this even a?
My intuition don't be wrong though. You feel me? I'm gonna go with intuition because my gut ain't never lie. Like, it's never lie.
Oh my.
I will say that is the most female
Yeah.
answer. Okay. Text or call?
Oh, text me, baby. I don't want to get on the phone right now.
Ooh, that's
Toxic.
Arguing it out?
I'm busy.
Hold on. Arguing it out or stay silent?
I do have like, I'm gonna stay silent. I really don't like an argument. I don't really like a back and forth.
Okay. Forever single or forever situationship?
I'm gonna just stay single forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What hurts more? Being
Mm-hmm.
cheated on or being replaced quickly?
Woo! Woo! Ooh-wee!
What's the replacement? What's the replacement?
What you mean? When you got replaced?
No, quickly replaced.
Don't question why I replace. How quick I
No, I'm just
replaced
about
you.
to say, like, I mean, if the replacement is trash, it really ain't gonna matter.
We don't. That doesn't matter. It's not the point. You've been replaced.
Which one hurts more?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say being cheated on.
Being cheated on?
Yeah.
Does it really?
Yeah, because I feel like if you replace me quickly, like that was, you already had that like in the wins. Like it was already probably pre-planned that you probably fucking with her while you was fucking with me. Like,
Oh, so you saying that's
Not necessarily. He could have met her
So
yesterday.
you what you're doing is, right, you're justifying your thought. Basically, you're saying the only reason why you replace me so quick is because
no,
you're cheating.
not even. That's not the only reason. I'm saying like there's more reasons I feel like as to why like.
I mean, I might have walked outside. She said, "You look cute."
Yeah.
I said, oh my God, thank you very much.
And you didn't
she
call
bought
him
me
cute?
coffee.
Okay.
And then boom,
did some
and
shit
then
I
kicked
ain't never
it
do
off.
before.
Yeah.
Look, you ain't call him cute that
So
day.
basically, now calling, you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to say.
I can't even be
Yeah.
too mad at it.
So, look, she look like she's thinking about it. Damn.
I'm still gonna say cheating. Like, yeah, you can replace. It's nothing to replace. Like, get a new phone by tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nothing. Like.
Okay, so before we continue on, right? We gotta reflect on some of these questions. This was rapid fire. We supposed to just keep on moving on, but woo!
This is my answers.
Oh man, you said respect over love.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Love is fleeting.
Love is fleeting.
Is love fleeting or are people fleeting?
Both, and that's who you get the love from. So.
I thought you get the love from God.
Give me that. Yeah, I'm gonna say respect.
So with that said, you're saying that you can leave a man you love, but you would stay with a man you respect.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
You see, when you said this,
Ooh.
I thought you were saying, would I prefer to be loved or would I?
I mean, no, that is what I meant, and
like,
you answered it correctly. But I
yeah.
did throw you a curveball just now.
So would I? One more time. What's the question?
You can leave a man you love,
But stay with a man you respect. That's a good one.
That is a good question.
Gotta hear this.
Yeah, pondering. It's not that difficult.
I don't know. Would I leave a man I love or would I stay?
They leave men they love all the time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. There's no problem with their respect.
I will say, have you left the man you love before?
Yeah. Why would you do this stuff?
They did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, let's move along. Intuition or evidence? So you're saying
My intuition hasn't
your
been-
feelings is more important than facts?
No, I'm just saying, like, I haven't been, I feel it. You know what I mean? I know.
Having fun. The one,
majority
right?
of the time,
The one.
When I,
gut is right. Like,
Right.
majority of the time.
Right.
when I get that feeling, I start robbing and stealing.
I mean, evidence is good, but like, who's to say?
What?
Evidence.
What?
Who's to say you have all the evidence?
Wow.
Who's to say it's all there in that case
Wow.
file? Like,
What?
any shit I'm missing out on.
What are we talking
That
about?
didn't-
What?
that didn't make it to the case file.
What?
Is the sun hot?
Today it was. Today it was, but I'm saying, was it hot every day?
At
No.
midnight it was cold.
Somewhere away, like, and I knew it would.
Like, oh my goodness.
I can't stand y'all.
What did we do?
I don't like it
You
here.
answered the question.
I don't like it here. I'm
These
getting
are
bullied for
your
my
opinions and
answer.
your logic.
Yeah. Woman intuition is a real thing, though, y'all. Y'all are men. Y'all have it, so I'm sorry.
We have it. It's called a gut feeling.
See?
I think this explains and tell me if I'm wrong, the age-old, stereotype that men are logical and that ladies think with their feelings, move with their feelings, in terms of making huge decisions. So, for example, if there's evidence that he's a good guy, you probably wouldn't go with it. But if you have a feeling that he's a good guy, you'll go with it.
So, to add on that, I was recently watching this interview, and the guy explained, he said, men are more emotional than women. And then she asked to explain. The guy said, men are emotional in a linear manner, right? In a linear form. We feel this, we do this, we continue, and then we go into the next feeling, and then we continue. So for women, it's more like, correct me if I'm wrong, if we say cyclical, right? Or is it circular? So they have an emotion, and then they have an emotion about that emotion, and then they have an emotion about that emotion, and then they have an emotion about that emotion. So it's in a circle. It's like, oh, how did he make me feel? This is how I felt. Now, why did I feel this way? How did it make me act? Right? How did it make me act? How did I feel about how I acted? About how I felt? About how it made me feel? Right? So it's a circle. It just never ends, and it goes right back to. So why do I feel this way? Well, it's because that's how you make me feel. It's like, bro, I didn't do anything to you. Is that accurate, sir? Right?
I'm not.
Oh, she ain't giving up again.
So another example, of course, was I heard another scientist. He said, so men, the male brain is compartmentalized.
Very true.
Right? So we don't touch compartments. So this compartment is about T. Davis.
Yeah, exactly.
How I interact with him and I close it. This compartment is about Cory, how I interact with him and I close it. So now the female mind, it's mapped. So you see how when they're looking for evidence and the detective, they have this little wire connected to this other wire, connected to this wire. So if they go to a restaurant, it's that, oh, I don't like this restaurant. If it's us that gave us bad food, we're like, yeah, I don't like that restaurant. And I'll never remember the restaurant again. Right? Oh, the food wasn't good. I never care about it. Women will say, I didn't like how the waiter spoke to me. And the way the waiter interacted with me is how he made me feel. And because I felt that way, I don't think I'm going there anymore. Now I have to question if I'm not going there anymore. Why would it not go? It's just the waiter, but the waiter doesn't own the restaurant. And it's like, what?
But was the food good? Like,
the food might be good, so I have to worry about that. So that's, So they emotion their emotion.
But I'm not going there because he made me feel away.
Yeah, but it's all because of him, though.
Okay, that's fair. That's logical.
That's logical. Exactly, that's logical, yeah.
Okay, so you said text, not calling.
Yeah, like that's for VIP members only. We're gonna hop on a phone call.
Oh my goodness.
Like, you've had to have bought that package.
4 dates.
You know, like there's a free trial package. You know, like when you first subscribe to an app.
Yeah.
And then after your free trial is up and you purchase the package.
Right.
Probably get on the phone.
Okay. Okay, so he got broke through the
Like
levels.
Yeah, there's levels to this.
Okay.
Intimacy, you build intimacy with the phone. I'm very big on that as well. Like, there's a level of intimacy you're gonna have on the phone that you're not gonna have in a sex.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. All right, so you said forever single over forever situationship.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I don't like confusion.
Oh, that's where that comes from.
Yeah, like a situationship, you don't really know where you sit. Like you good today, could be bad tomorrow. Like
no, you're never bad. You're in a situation.
Exactly.
I mean, that's clear to me.
I don't want to be in a situation.
It's a situationship.
Forever. Like,
It's clear as day.
It's clear as day. Makes sense to me.
We're not together.
yeah, but we do everything like we are together. I don't like that.
Yeah, you chilling.
We're not together, but we're together apart.
I mean, wait, hold on.
I like that.
Hold on, I got something for you.
Okay.
Isn't that what women call friend zone?
What do you mean? Never. Things I'm doing in a situationship, I'm not doing with a friend. I promise you.
Cool, but when a woman, usually when they have their friend, right? It's like, no, that's my friend. We do everything together. Go to the
What's everything? Why are we going to the movies together? I don't go to any movies with any of my male friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there is. What he's saying is there is some dudes who get zoned, right?
Yeah.
So if you get zoned,
I'm actually lying. I did just go to the movies with my friend not too long ago, but like friends,
yeah.
Like,
He's not zoned.
Your male friend?
Yeah, my male friend. Yeah. He actually went to art and design with us.
Oh, nice. So he paid for it.
No, I bought my ticket. I actually think I bought both of our tickets because I have a work discount. I have a discount.
Oh, nice.
That's my friend.
My friend.
So it's charity.
It's not charity.
How long y'all know each other?
I was a freshman. He was a senior. So since I was like 14. Yeah.
So you guys been friends since.
Yeah.
So
honestly,
that's what he mean about the friend zone, which is usually there's a dude he's pursuing you, right? So if he's pursuing you,
I would hope this man is not pursuing me.
no, not him. We're not talking about this dude in particular. We just talking in general.
Gotcha.
There's a dude pursuing you, right? And y'all are in the talking phase, right?
Okay.
So he's taking you on dates, and y'all not going Dutch, but y'all just talking, right?
Okay.
So he's taking you on all these dates.
We're
because
dating.
He's trying to impress.
Yeah.
Well, you're not giving him any kisses or hugs or any feels.
Okay.
So now,
Wait, how many dates are we going on?
well, maybe this is the 4th date now.
One too much.
Yes. Now,
One too
but and he's like, yo, and you like, I don't. You're being honest about it. You're saying, I like your energy.
Yeah. But I don't like you.
But I don't respect you.
No, hold on. I like the evidence, but my intuition isn't really bringing me closer to you.
Mm.
He's saying that is a situationship.
Okay.
Now, because if you reverse the role and then you're with the guy,
Yeah.
and you have a situationship, and he's like, yo, we're just doing this, then that's it. We can do everything else, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah,
Because he's not entitled to anything because he took me on dates or anything.
I feel that.
But it is a situationship, which is what are y'all? Y'all definitely act like couples.
You act like a couple, but that's your friend.
Oh yeah. Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
I was in a situationship this year. It didn't last. It did not last.
Was you the beneficiary or?
It didn't last because he got controlling. Like he started acting like he wanted to go keep it a whole buck. He wanted to go through my phone. He was not going through my phone. You don't pay my bill to go through my phone. Even if you did pay my bill, you're not going through my phone.
Do he have to pay your bill or do he have to be your man?
I don't have no desire to go through anybody's phone. So I personally feel like
fair.
you shouldn't be going through anybody's phone. Like I've never even went through the phone of the last person I dated for 7 years. So you're not fresh on the scene going through my phone, and there's no need for me to go through your phone.
He wanted to make sure it was safe.
He's actually already sadly been through my phone.
So okay.
You got the code?
I gave him my phone to do something, and when I got my phone back, my messages were open. So he already did what he needed to do. He just, unfortunately, I guess, didn't see all he wanted to see, or maybe got to where, got my phone back, and then that really just kind of kept coming up. So it was like, yeah, I'm good off you. Like, because you keep bringing this up, and you're not getting it. You're not going to my phone.
Okay, that's one of your nails in the coffin.
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
Oh.
That's a nail in the motherfucking coffin. Why are we going to the phone?
So that means he would have been better off going Dutch.
I don't feel like anybody, I don't feel like we should be swapping phones and going through it. Have I? Not since high school. I went through one phone. My junior year of high school, I'll never go through a phone again.
Got traumatized.
You go looking for it, you gonna find it.
You
gonna find that shit right there. So yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Ooh-wee.
Oh my! I did go through. Damn.
No, go for it.
It's okay.
I went through my ex's phone. I went through his phone.
It's okay.
I went through his phone at a birthday party. It was terrible. It wasn't the time to go through it, and literally found what I was looking for.
Your intuition.
It told me to go through it.
I know.
It did.
But the evidence.
Okay, let me give it to you though.
Yeah.
Here it is. The phone was never unlocked. He gave me the phone unlocked and asked me to charge it. Like, when is that gonna happen again, y'all? It was never gonna happen again.
Your intuition said this is an opportunity.
You feel me? You'll never get it again. And
wow.
I was not even at this point. I don't even understand what intuition is. At this point, what is it? Is it I just know something is going on, or is it like, bitch, you better check that shit now? Like,
no, it's like a gut feeling. Like it's like literally, I never had the desire to go through this phone. It wasn't like I was over there that day, like, oh, I can't wait to go through this phone, because I really do believe that we shouldn't be going through each other's phone, but. So literally, I went through the phone because, like I said, my gut feeling was just like, bitch, one, his phone is unlocked.
So that desire went away of not going through phone. You see?
Yeah,
so
I just wanted to see something real quick.
As I've gotten, as I progressed in this life of mine,
right,
I've come to understand.
Speak on it, brother.
Women, do what benefits them.
Okay.
Right. It doesn't matter how much they speak on certain things. It's like, I don't think this should be happening. They can speak like Martin Luther King. I had a dream that we can all be together.
That one day.
But that one day, we will never check each other's phone. Bro, the moment they sit down, they have this little demon in their mind. They go, oh, you should be checking his phone.
You see, but I've grown from that. I was, 22, 23. Like, I really am still a big believer that you don't go through phones. Like, and I don't have any desire to go through anybody's phone because I don't feel like I don't really.
Another thing I've learned from women is the more they are attracted to you.
Oh my goodness.
The craziest shit they will do.
Yeah.
They'll go against everything. Doesn't matter all this stuff. See that I will go through this phone. The more you like that guy, the more stuff you start just because you like him so much. Now you start creating scenarios.
I could see that.
Right.
I still just feel like if you say that you trust me and I feel like I trust you, then we shouldn't be going through each other's phones.
Look, we wasn't talking about the guys. Right. Like I threw the guy in there too. We, like, girl, this is not French.
It's a us thing. We shouldn't be doing anything.
Yeah, we shouldn't be doing anything.
Because we need to be better.
Well, I don't even go through people's phones, so I wouldn't go through someone's phone.
You know how long this age-old situation has been going on? Now people are going to the internet saying, we're not going through the phone. Once everything blows off, Cardi B's like, I went to this nigga phone and I seen all this shit. It's like, right, like, what are we talking about?
No, I feel like if I feel a type of way, like if I feel like, and I'm really like completely honest, like the times that I have gotten the feeling to go through somebody's phone, I'm gonna just ask you what I want to know. Now, granted, you probably are gonna lie or can lie, like that. You leave that up to chance too. But I feel like what's done in the dark is gonna come to the light anyway. So.
That's not always true.
Mm-hmm.
It's not always true because some things ain't meant for you to know. And that may be Sarah who's texting down the block. It may not be meant for you to know that. It's true.
Sarah's just helping your relationship.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, if we're gonna be all the way clear,
Sarah's just helping your relationship goes crazy.
She is.
Wait, hold on. Before we continue, you said being cheated on hurts more than being replaced quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mr. T. Davis have a theory about this.
Mm-hmm.
I sure do. My theory is this. As we about to get into nitty gritty. I've been waiting for this. I've been prepared for this. I've learned in my years of living that cheating, or excuse me, not cheating is looked at as a standard of perfection in a relationship.
Not cheating? Okay.
Furthermore, I find that cheating isn't the worst thing a man can do to a woman in a relationship. Cheating is not even top 5.
What are the top 5?
Well, number 1, glad you asked this question.
Yeah.
Number 1 is DV, domestic violence.
Oh, absolutely. I agree.
Domestic violence is by far the worst thing a man can do to a woman.
I agree. That is my number 1 as well.
Number 2 is sexual abuse. And I will give an example of what that means. My wife don't never tell me no. That don't sound crazy to you?
It does. Yeah.
Yeah, that's number 2.
Okay. I can agree with that.
Number 3, verbal abuse. A man that's verbally abusive to a woman, it's kind of crazy. Number 4, if he's broke. If he's broke. Is a man that's broke worse than a man that's a cheater? Yes.
Is a man that's broke worse than a man that's a cheater?
Yes.
So who?
So you would deal with a man that's broke?
Yeah, I've dealt with niggas that are broke.
How did that work out?
I mean, it was cool. It lasted. It was fun.
Would you go back?
No.
To a nigga that's broke?
Yeah.
Like, for what? I want to go back to a nigga that cheats either, though. Like,
Well, but the man that's broke is worse.
Than the man that cheats?
Yes.
Nah. Because I, literally, money is not really about to...
It is.
It's not.
He has to make some money.
I mean, you do have to make some money. But, I don't know. I feel like broke and cheating, those are not in the same...
Okay.
Yeah. For me.
Number 5, if he's a bitch.
Like feminine?
No, a bitch.
Oh, just acts like a bitch?
Yeah, y'all get in an argument, he start crying.
Oh.
So, wait, hold on. I just want you to... Just for the people in the back, just say, hey. Yeah, just... Is that...
If we get into an argument and he starts crying, why is he crying? Did I say something? Or he's just...
You don't agree with him.
You hurt his feelings.
You don't agree with him.
Oh.
You hurt his feelings.
And he's crying.
Oh, did you hear that? Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like men who show their vulnerability, that doesn't make you less of a man. Are you always crying? Are you always bitching?
Every time, yeah. No, he's a bitch.
Yeah.
So that's worse than cheating?
I wouldn't say that's worse than a cheater.
Really?
I would have to say right after you said DV, then you said sexual abuse,
Then
what was the
verbal.
third? Verbal. Then I would say cheating would probably be right.
What if he
right
steals
in
from you?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Houston, we have takeoff.
Yeah, stealing from me? Crazy. We can't be together.
Oh, so the man that steals is worse than the man that cheats.
So cheating just moved down again.
A man that's stealing from me?
I gotta
you
hear
gotta
this.
go. You gotta dip.
Don't touch my money.
But it's y'all's money.
Y'all in a relationship.
But who's okay?
Oh,
is he stealing my personal things or we have a joint account?
No, he stole your bread.
Doesn't matter. You have a joint account. He's taking money out without you knowing.
Without me knowing?
Yeah.
I'm checking the joint account religiously. You don't gotta worry.
Okay,
I'll figure it out.
Right.
But
you know, in joint accounts is really one person's account because one person's paying them all.
That's a
okay.
fact.
So that means in this scenario, if he's stealing, that means 80% of that money is yours.
Because I'm the one putting in more. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta go.
But but he's saying that it's our money.
Yeah, but you
and you told him that when you opened it.
That's true, but
how they do it?
Why are you taking the money out of the account without saying nothing? Why are you taking the money out the account? Yeah, because you're stealing. I can't fuck with you.
That's worse than cheating, basically.
That's worse than cheating.
Is stealing worse than cheating?
It is.
Yeah, it might be.
Cool. Hold on, you said that being sensitive isn't.
Yeah, that's not bad.
No,
but you just now said you got rid of a dude for being too sensitive.
He said crying every time.
Yeah, he was asking for your phone all the time. And you
oh my
god! I wasn't there for that one.
Thank you so much for.
Put your phone on there.
4K. Got him on 4K.
The issue with that one, you can't be the crybaby and then also want to have control. That's not how that works. You need to pick a side.
That's being a bitch.
Yeah, you gotta pick a side.
So that's worse than
cheating.
That's worse than cheating.
Is a bitch worse than cheating?
I feel like
you don't have to feel shit.
Just to throw it out there.
No.
You ain't gotta feel shit.
Let me stand up for the cheaters.
I have to put cheating in the top 5.
Not every time.
You clearly don't want to be here. We need to.
That's not true.
Hold on. So.
I'm not gonna lie. I cheat on a nigga. I don't want to be here.
But you're a woman.
You're a woman.
So you're corrected.
It's calculated. It's calculated when you do it.
I guess.
It is. It is.
If y'all say so.
Donovan wasn't Donovan from yesterday.
What is that supposed to mean?
That means you knew him. Donovan has been around.
So basically, this.
And 9 times out of 10, your nigga met Donovan.
What?
Oh.
Yeah. 90% of so the study is always conducted on that. They said 90% of the time, or 95% of the time, typically when a woman cheats, it's typically with somebody that's been around for a while, because you cheat based on your emotions.
Yep.
What John wasn't doing for you, Josh was doing.
Yeah, he can make you feel a certain way.
Josh made you feel a certain way. Josh pressed certain buttons.
I don't think it's that don't know each other. I'm very big on that, but okay.
Yeah.
I'm hearing the study, but
it's usually because the reason why you have to facilitate it, you have to make it part of your routine. So the reason why it has to be part of your routine, so that individual has to be introduced to that individual some way, somehow. Right? Us is different. It might be the girl that's lived behind the trash can.
Yeah.
Like I seen her, she looked good. She looked like she needed $10. I gave her $10, and she said, "Oh my God, thank you."
I guess this is why, like, I get told that I move like a nigga a lot, like, or like a guy a lot, because mine, I probably talk to a nigga in a different borough, a different state, a different before it even get back to you. Like, I don't even like.
That's crazy.
I don't like shit too close to home. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm gonna cheat back to, I guess, like he's saying, like, it's calculated. It's definitely not gonna be with a nigga. You know, that's too close to.
You mean
he feel like
the
running
man
his
that knows
mouth
your
one
man?
day?
Right,
yeah,
right.
like it's too close to. If he feel like running his mouth, even if he don't run his mouth to you, maybe he run his mouth to somebody else that we mutually like. It's too close
much.
to home.
Too
It's
much.
too close to home. I don't like shit too close to home.
Usually,
You don't shit where you eat.
it's
Like
so even like in a situation where you use Cardi B for example, and I'm not slandering her.
Yes.
She
Cardi
has to
B
be
voice.
with someone that's in the same realm, which is Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, like
She was a lot with the stars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Because you're not going lower.
You can't go too
You ain't going lower.
too low. Yeah.
You ain't going lower.
Pretty much.
So we at number 5. Cheating is number 5 right now. Or is it?
Cheating is still at number 4.
How is it?
I could be
You
with
just
a
said he
sensitive
still.
You say stills. That's 4.
Oh, but still.
Yeah.
What was number 3?
Verbal abuse.
Verbal abuse. Number 1. Number 2 was
Sexual abuse.
sexual abuse, and number 1 was
DV.
domestic.
I feel like you see, I feel like I'm so different because it's like we're not gonna make it very far with the verbal abuse. Like,
But what we talking about is what's the worst. That's the
About what
worst.
you wanna
yeah,
say.
I think worse. Yeah,
That's
I think
the worst.
verbal abuse is worse than.
That's worse. So
Basically, yeah.
number that's what we have 4. We have 5.
We have
Cheating is 5.
now.
Okay. So what if this man?
Stealing is crazy.
I know this.
We need to put stealing.
I know this.
He was boring.
We need to put stealing at number 3. I ain't gonna lie.
Guess what? What if he used to sleep with men and didn't tell you?
Boy, you go both ways too. Huh.
Why didn't you tell me?
What has?
We were getting to know one another, and you decided to leave out.
I gave you the good part of me. You don't need to know the bad part.
You decided to leave out a key factor that you used to sleep with men.
All of me. Yeah.
You.
Oh.
But why is that important?
Why is that important?
Because I feel like it was important to tell you about my sexuality when we got together. Why didn't you feel like it was important to tell me
Sexuality
about
is a little
yours?
fluid.
He
I'm
said
not
he
that
was.
fluid.
He said he's not that way.
Is
no
it
more.
about honesty?
Okay.
Is it about honesty, or is it about him sleeping with men?
I mean, I've dated bisexual guys, so I can't
Okay.
say that. Like,
But the
I
fact
just
that he
need
didn't
to
tell
know. Yeah, like why? Like when I brought it up, I thought that was the perfect opportunity for you, even if you're doing it anymore or not doing it.
So do you see yourself in a long-term situation with a bisexual man?
I think it depends on the person.
Okay.
I can't.
Do you see
really.
yourself? The question is, do you see yourself?
Depends on the person. I can't.
You've
I
been
can't.
together. We've been with people that was bisexual.
I was about to say, like, I'm bisexual. How do I sit here and be like, no,
That's-
he can't be bisexual?
See, this is one thing about
That's a double
man.
standard.
One thing about man, we know double standards.
Yeah.
But double standards is real.
They exist.
Yeah.
We ain't no avoiding it.
And we don't fight it.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
Men who fight double standards usually gotta look at them. They're funny.
Yeah.
They're, oh, why can't girls get in the club free? Like, what are you talking about, though? Like, what do you want to do? Tell me what you want to do.
You want to get in the section?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You want to get in
Sit on
section
couches, whatever.
and do
You
clapping.
know
Alright? So that's
Yo, I can't stand you, son. Yo.
No, it's true, because the double standard is like, why she can't
Double
get that
standards.
thing?
So you being bisexual,
Yeah.
it's like I always tell people that I'm like, when a woman tells me she's bisexual, I look at her like she has nothing to do.
Wow.
And that's what I'm saying, not in terms of you not doing nothing in your life. You're just trying to fill in free time.
Wow.
Because it doesn't really do anything for us.
Doesn't do anything for who?
For men.
Knowing that a woman is bisexual?
It doesn't really do anything. Yeah, it doesn't do anything for us. Because we can't. It's difficult for us to capitalize on the fact that you're bisexual.
Because you control access to sex.
Like I come to you and I say, "Ooh, you like men, boys, and girls? Could you bring me another girl?" What you gonna say?
Sure, it depends on the girl.
Depends on the girl. It depends on the relationship you have with the man.
Yeah.
It depends on how you dictate if he even deserved that. So you see how
it goes crazy.
It's true.
Because you have to. You know what I'm saying? Why would you give a random guy you just met? And that does happen, you know, some guys, but you know how much work they have to put in that one interaction for you to be like, I would give him another girl.
I mean, no, not for me, because I feel like, and you didn't know this, but like I've been in a poly relationship. Ideally, I would probably want to be in a poly relationship. I would want to be in a
But you see, there's a lot of
but
steps.
That's like ideally.
There's a lot of steps that happen. And
that goes into
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it doesn't. We can't count on it, right? It's just, there are key factors for that happening.
Okay.
It's just like the Big Bang. Like, there's a lot of Big Bangs that need to happen for that to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Poly relationship, there's supposed to be money involved. You could take care of everybody who's involved. It's logical. It makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like, how you want to be with me and be with two girls, and then we just watching Netflix and eating Pop-Tarts.
What the fuck? I'm watching Netflix and eating
That
Pop-Tarts.
poly relationship you was in, how was it?
It was cool. Like, I can't make
The
it
guy had
happen.
enough to take y'all out individually?
Yeah.
Again, doesn't benefit us. So it's like fairy dust stuff. It's like, woo, like, congratulations. You know what I'm saying?
So wait. So does that move cheating down the list?
Of course it does.
What was the...
If he used to sleep with men and didn't tell you?
Yeah, we're fighting to keep cheating up there. It's not even close.
I mean, I feel like being bisexual, I can't really say that. I feel like you should have told me. That's very dishonest. But
right.
I don't know if it's worse than cheating. Because now, are you cheating with me?
Oh!
This would have gave me more of a fucking heads up that you were into men. Like,
see,
you know
just
like,
stipulations. Oh man! I told you it's emotion, and the emotion of the emotion, and then you know what I'm saying. And it's okay. I'm saying it's okay.
I want you back outside.
So is it 5 or is it 6 now?
Cheating's still gonna be in the top 5 for me. For me, I can't speak for everybody.
You know, I have a theory on this, and the reason why women hold cheating to so high of a standard. Wanna know why? It's because women know the things women do.
Okay.
Furthermore, women know all of the diabolical things
that
they would do in that situation, that they're capable of. Mm-hmm. That they don't want that around their man. Mm-hmm. And women are the dirtiest players that there are. It's true.
Okay.
Women play dirty. Women run game on women with the very same tools that women use to support women. Right?
They hit you with the Jean-Claude Van Damme.
They do. OD, right? They split punches. Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah.
Right? Even so, to where you hear situations where, yeah, I'm coming to you as a woman. Mm-hmm. Super game. Mm-hmm. Want to know why?
Why?
Since when was she a crusade for all women? Because last time I checked, when she's coming to you as a woman, did she bring you another nigga that wouldn't cheat on you? No. She didn't. What she did was, I'm going to screw this up because 90% of the time, it's because of this. He stopped talking to me. Mm-hmm. So I find that it's connected to something, it's a 3-letter word that we don't identify with enough, and it's called ego. Mm-hmm. Because think about it. If, let's say the dick was whack, she gonna tell you?
Probably not.
Huh, okay.
Yeah.
Dick was whack, she not gonna tell you. He got beat up, she gonna tell you?
What you mean?
If he take her out and he get knocked out, and she finds out that you're his girlfriend, she gonna come tell you that he got knocked out? No, she's not gonna tell you that. She's not gonna tell you that. No. The only reason why she's telling you is because her position is compromised. That's what that is.
Should have knew your position. But I hear you.
So it's game running game. Which, I mean, gotta commend her for it. You know, all's fair in love and war, right? But guess what? Women run game on women. That's what she's doing. She running game. And to be honest with you, he deserved more credit in that situation. You want to know why?
Because she came forward and he didn't?
Well, no, because she came to a complete stranger. She don't know you.
Okay.
And the fact that he got her to come to a complete stranger, oh, that nigga the man. He deserved 20 more points. You know what? You the man for that.
I mean, I've never come to a woman as a woman.
Did they come to you as a woman?
I have had a few women.
Oh!
I've had two or three situations where a woman has come to me like as a woman.
Mm-hmm.
But never like because it was my man, just because like they wanted to basically verify what I was doing with their man.
Yeah, because you was playing hide and seek with their man.
Yeah, but like.
Hide the rainbow roll? He was Johnny Blazer, the donut glazer? That's who he was? Oh, okay.
Every time I get asked, I never spill the beans.
Never.
Like, every time I get brought, like, those questions, like, did y'all go here? Did you guys do this? Was he with you on the 15th at 2 p.m.?
You say no. I
say nothing. I say to ask him. That's not really mine. We don't know each other. Back to what you just said. Like, this is a complete stranger. So you're not finding out where I was on the 15th at 2 p.m. That's none of your business. But you can go and have an ask that man.
2 times.
So
2 times.
You already know this, a very attractive lady.
Okay, thank you.
What would you say is the best compliment you ever heard?
Oh, I always get complimented like on my skin tone. I guess like that. That's really stuck with me. Yeah.
I gotta love Jones. Look at my skin tone.
I like that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I like that.
All right. So, what's the pettiest reason you ever lost attraction to somebody?
We gotta hear this.
Petty?
We gotta hear this.
I'm very big on like how somebody dresses. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I know like they say like that could be changed and stuff like that. So like I might be able to like overlook it for a while, but then like yeah, like. But I would say like pettiest reason. Ooh, like finding out something that like we like was not yours. Like, say if you pick me up in like a car, or say if like we doing something. Like, say if I find out like you got on your friend's watch, or like you was driving your friend's car, or like stuff like that. Like it'd be like it gives me like the ick. I don't like that.
Oh.
Because imagine if I showed up on our date like in my friend's fit. Like it's weird. Like
we don't care.
Sharing clothes.
We would never know.
I don't like it.
As a matter of fact, we'd probably give you a compliment and be like, yeah, she might as well just let you keep it.
For real.
I don't know. I don't like it.
But it makes sense.
I just don't like it. Like,
okay.
I remember one time.
Siblings is different. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess if you told me you had like your brother's shirt or something,
I got a quick story for this.
Yeah, that's.
I got a quick.
Yeah, like
different.
as like why you got on your friend's stuff right now? Like, but if you tell me you got on like your brother's shirt, like. Y'all was in the crib, like
only a woman
shirt
would say something like that. Men won't be like, "Oh, you got this girlfriend's dress? Ooh, that's crazy." We would never say that. I remember I got.
You said petty, like that was that would be the pettiest. Like,
okay,
just don't tell me that it belonged to anybody and we're in the clear. You feel me?
Okay.
So if you find out, then what?
I was about to say that's actually why it happened. Like, cause I'm just like, didn't you have on like that watch the other day? And it's cause it's his watch.
It broke.
It's his watch.
You
it did not break. Like I could tell that.
You bro.
Yeah, let me tell you how much of a I don't want to say a thorough guy, but one time, so I had to be my dad time. I had 3 series. I think it was 3 series.
Talk about it.
And then my cousin wanted to use my car for something, so I gave him my car and he gave me his car.
Okay.
So he has a Maserati.
Okay.
So I remember I was supposed to go on a date and meet this girl. So I took the Maserati and I drove and I picked her up.
As you should.
And I did what I
Y'all swap cars. This is different.
Yeah, I didn't really give a crap about the car. It's just that I had to go do what I need to. He's like, yo, use the car.
Yeah.
And I remember the first comment was like, oh my God, nice car. And I fired back automatic. I was like, that's not mine.
Yeah, period.
And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, my cousin needs to use my car. And I wasn't even thinking about it. It's just that it's not mine.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just not mine.
Yeah.
I like
you
know what I'm saying?
That's honest.
It was just not mine. You know what I'm saying? And I was very adamant about it too. I'm like, it's not mine.
So you picked me up
but
I
I didn't even.
I'd rather that than you telling me like, yeah, this shit.
I don't know. Some,
and
you have to understand.
Like,
some guy will approach you at their best possible, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Women do it with makeup and stuff.
Right.
Right? So men don't have makeup.
Okay.
The makeup that a man has for his face is a pair of glasses.
That's it.
That's it. And
A hat.
accessories.
Because niggas hatfish all the time. I said it here.
Damn.
Don't.
I got my full head of hair. I'm just wearing the hat.
That's.
Okay, they
Because my hair ain't doing.
They be receding or the forehead is great. Like
Damn,
they don't
that's
even
crazy.
look the same.
So
I'm not gonna lie.
receding.
I've been hatfished. It's not a good feeling. It hurts actually. He had the George Jefferson under. It was heartbreaking.
Is that worse than Cheetah?
No, it wasn't worse than Cheetah. It was just heartbreaking. Like, it was just like, and the crazy thing is, everyone knew. Like they was like, oh, like you out with this nigga, like. But then, like when I told them, like, yo, we got in the room, and he took off his hat, they were like, you didn't know, no, and why nobody put me on? What the fuck is going on here? Like. Y'all all knew he had the George Jeff, but nobody like.
Yo, they did you dirty.
You feel me?
Yo, they sent you in there blind. Yo.
That shit was crazy, like
That's wild.
insanity. It was.
Yo.
Catfishing is a real thing. Like, ask niggas to take their hat off. That's if y'all take anything from this, take that. Okay. Ask niggas to take their
So
hat
that's
off.
another
please.
thing that just basically cuts guys.
Y'all look. Some look different without the hat. I don't like it.
That's like Diddy taking his shades
I
off.
mean,
Feel me?
so listen, I'm not coming to that.
Yeah.
But some women look different with makeup.
That's
They
a
just take their
fact.
makeup
I
off.
was about to say now. Ask Shorty to come clear face. I've never been asked to come like with no makeup, but I've made it a point to, if not go on my first date with no makeup, probably like the second. You're not about to sit here and be like, oh, I have no idea what you look like. Like no, you're gonna. I'm probably at the most on my first day gonna come with like mascara, like lip gloss, like because I really don't. I've heard that's actually like a trending thing among men. Like bitches come with wigs and makeup. Like one, don't wear wigs, but two, like yeah, like I'll put on makeup. Granted, I don't actually know how to do heavy makeup, so it's like you're really not gonna be a drastic difference. And I've been told shit like that too. Like, wait, you didn't have on no makeup? Like no, like for what? Like. You came with no, well, y'all don't wear makeup, but like, nigga, you came with no makeup, so it's like, I don't want to hear a month from now, you like, oh, shit. Like, I never seen your face before now. You see my face.
You have to understand, we at a point now that social media, I say social media.
Definitely.
Social media has.
All my Instagram pictures I have on makeup, you're not about to hit here and say, by the time you see me.
Yeah, it's no rules. It's no rules now.
It's Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
And also, social media has groomed everyone all the women to understand that their best, them being a bad itch, is the makeup. It's like how you telling me like, yo, my hair's like I've heard women say that like my hair's not even done right now. My makeup is not even done right now, and I'm like, okay,
yeah.
What is that supposed to do? Yeah. What is that supposed to do? I don't get it. Yeah. I'm supposed to understand that you're the baddest. Makeup is done. I mean, okay.
So when you put that wig on, okay.
But hold on, before we continue on, because you said something about wigs.
Yeah, I don't wear wigs.
That's Mr. T. Davis. How do you feel about wigs?
Oh, my goodness.
And you're the first lady that ever really say that.
Oh,
I think on this platform. The first lady I ever heard say that.
Majority of the time I have like my real hair. Like I put on braids because I went to Belize, but
so wigs isn't fair game?
It's not that it's not fair game. Like to each his own. I know girls who love their wigs. I have friends who love their wigs, so I'm not gonna like downplay wigs. I've seen bitches turn into the baddest bitches with a wig too. Like,
right.
I'm gonna give it to them. Like, I'm not gonna lie. My friend just had a blonde wig, my best friend, and she ate down. Like, she just looked. No, she's a bad, like, face card never declines. But she really just ate that blonde up. Like, now why would she, and she has hair, like, to go dye your hair and do all of that, like, you feel me? Like, that's a lot. You're gonna also kill your hair. Like, it's not good for your hair. So it's like, yeah, you're gonna damage your hair. So she ate that look up. She killed that shit. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to try different colors, or if you want to, I'll show you. If you want to try different colors or have different...
Yeah, that's why I said talk about the... I'll show you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't let him...
My bitch back. That's it. That's soul. Like, you'll see for yourself. But that said, like, yeah, like, I'm never going to downplay a wig. Bitches wear wigs for all types of reasons, whether it's health or whether it's just to make themselves feel good or whatever. I'm not going to sit here and say I've never worn a wig, but I don't wear wigs. Like, it's not.
All right, so on this platform before, Mr. T. Davis made a remark.
About wigs? What'd you say?
Well, he said a lot of things about wigs. I don't know if you remember it all. But I remember a woman giving pushback about saying he don't have the right to tell her
if she can or can't wear a wig? Or if she should or shouldn't wear a wig?
I don't like wigs.
Oh, but that's... Everybody has their preferences. How can he not like wigs?
Like it was on something like you're telling me, like, and he's telling her in a relationship, yo, I don't like wigs, can you stop doing that? I like natural hair. Okay. And she said that's very offensive.
Okay. That's what I'm about to say. Women wear wigs for all different reasons now.
But do you agree? Like, can he say that? Do he have the right to say that?
I feel like in your relationship, yeah, like, you should honestly feel comfortable to say whatever in your relationship. If it's gonna break it, that's that. Like, or if it's gonna make it, if now she could start figuring out ways to start wearing her natural hair that she never thought of before, that's okay too. Maybe a nigga never told her he liked her natural hair. Mm-hmm. That's why she's always had on a wig. Like, so I feel like, yes, if you're in a relationship with anyone, you should be able to say whatever you want to say. I'm gonna say that. Like, you should be able to give your opinion. Nobody said you have to agree with the opinion. She could stop wearing wigs, or she could continue wearing wigs, whether you like it or not. Like, now it's you as that man to decide. Right. I've been fucking with her for this long, and she was wearing a wig. Like, I'm gonna keep fucking with her. Or you like, no, that's a deal breaker for me. This bitch still wearing these wigs. Like, I'm not fucking with it no more. Like, it's to each his own. But does he have the right to say it? Yeah, like, this your girlfriend. You get to tell your girlfriend, like, I don't like that on you, because I feel like I get to tell my nigga, like, I don't like these braids on you. Don't get these braids again.
On this
like this.
On this platform.
Don't like this.
On this platform, I've said that multiple times.
Yeah.
I do not blame women for having
how's that?
Certain ideas, or, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Certain rebuttals to certain things. I usually blame the men. And these guys they my witness. It's the guy's fault. I got you. Mm-hmm. Because I've been in relationships that I say, bro, I don't like this.
Yeah, you get to say it. Like, why I can't tell you that?
I'm not doing this again. And say, oh, you can't tell people. I'm like, but you've never been with that person. Then.
Yeah.
You've never been with somebody that can look at you in your face and be like,
yeah, I don't like
that again.
Yeah. Right? Like, no, that's like, please don't wear that again.
You know what I'm saying?
Or like, tell a nigga, like, don't wear that around me. Like, I'm quick to tell a nigga that. Like, all right, like, you can wear it today, just don't wear that shit again. And that's okay. You should be comfortable to tell me the same thing, though. Like, what do we get in this relationship for? To like beat around the bush? Like,
well, it's the messaging that's being pushed, right? It's everybody's independent. No one can speak to no one. And, you know, and that's cool. Everybody can be independent, but I ran into all the individuals that say certain things, and then, you know, once I got across them, I said what I had to say, and that was it. I've never really had to fight what I'm saying for you to grasp it, because I'm very clear, and I'm straightforward, and I'm thorough with it, and I'm like, yo, this is stupid.
I don't bite my tongue because it hurt.
I feel like you get to say if you don't like something. Whatever it is, whether it's big or small, you should be open enough in your relationship.
Like, with wigs, I don't think I have an issue with wigs. I'm not a big fan of wigs and stuff like that. Like, you know, but when women get their hair done, they get braids and stuff. Because I know women get, especially black women,
Yeah.
they get their hair in braids because they going on vacation.
You feel me?
You already know if a girl going on vacation. Got hair and braids, boy.
Yeah. Oh, you just came back.
Yeah, you just got back. You know
Right.
It's either you two or you covered. We know you just had it. You know
Right.
But with the glue thing, I don't know, man. It's a lot going on, bro. It's when I was speaking to you and then your glue is lifted.
And then it's like, yeah, you even be like, facts.
I'm like, I want to lick my finger and lick it.
Put it back. Nah, fuck it. But then there's bitches who put on wigs and like you don't even know that she had on a wig. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Well, no, I will say when the work is superb, it's superb. You know, we give credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
We not haters out here. You know, we just
and we know when it's a wig too.
Right.
I was about to say.
90% of the time we know.
Yeah.
Where are you from the vid?
Good
Flatbush. You got silk press hair.
Right.
You gotta relax.
Yeah. Yeah, we, you know.
You know what I'm saying?
I
got no problem with you, baby, but
yeah.
You flinging that.
I'm tired of y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
All right,
My
so
40-inch bust down.
before we move along, can you finish the sentence? What have I learned today?
The niggas are not to be played. Nah, I'm fucking around.
That's probably true.
What have I learned today? Oh. Hold on, give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
That every woman who's come on this platform has said intuition over evidence.
Okay, so let's move along. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Unless you got something.
No, that's it.
If you could give your younger self a piece of advice, what would it be?
Be by yourself, mija. Like, these niggas, they're fun and they're cute. Like, the women too, like, they're fun, they're cute, but like, be by yourself for real. Like, learn what it's like to be by yourself instead of feeling like a relationship validates you or makes you more than as opposed to less than. Like, that's definitely something I would have told my own self.
That's powerful.
That is powerful.
T. Davis, you got any questions? You got a strong question?
I most certainly have a very strong question.
Oh.
I have a Herculean question. Okay? I have an Atlas question. Okay? The crescendo. The denouement. Huh? My question is, and I'm surprised nobody asked this question yet. Do you like your nails?
I was just about to say, my nails are eating They're eating down. Right in time for New Year's, you feel me?
That's
Everything is just right. I love them. I think you ate this down.
You know, one thing I want to say is that we appreciate you coming here because this has been a very enlightening, very authentic, non-manufactured perspective you have given us today.
Thank you.
I'm inclined to say that I didn't know how much power intuition had. I didn't know. Listen, I didn't know how. I didn't know.
Intuition trumps evidence.
Listen, it doesn't matter if you have $1 million, but if she feels as if you can make $2 million,
it's a wrap. You gotta go.
That's all that matters.
You gotta go, buddy.
That's all that matters. That's what I've learned.
Exactly. I'm glad they took that way.
You have to go, buddy.
You know, and this has been another wonderful intuition-filled episode of On the Top Coat, presented by Filed and Polished, the first luxury nail care service that is exclusive and affordable. I'm your host, T. Davis. And if you have the intuition, please like, comment, and subscribe. Don't look at the evidence that I do nails. Feel that I do nails. Okay? This has been the lovely, world-traveled, critically acclaimed, Queen Syd out here. All right?
Okay.
We will see you on the next episode. I love you. I hope you feel to love me.
Okay.
Peace.
Bam! That was good.
It felt good.
That was good.
So Syd, what'd you think?
I thought you did awesome. I think you didn't even let the nails take away from what you're doing.